How is
I'm Tiger.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's see.
We're opening a free grocery store sponsored by Poly Market, but it was only going to last like a week.
No, that was something that happened. Oh my gosh, that's super. What is that? Water, vegetable juice, fruit juice, 100%. Black tea, green tea, natural flavors, vitamin C. It seems like much better alternative if you have to drink. I have to drink. I do like V8 and like a Bloody Mary, but no. Oh my gosh, that happened. But it's non-GMO, gluten-free, no artificial colors, no sugar added. I get anxiety, and like it makes me like, I don't know. I have to drink. Damn, they're so good. Having even more anxiety because so I have to be careful. I have to be careful with. It definitely helps. Having even more.
From me to you, a bullhorn right out of the blue, a bullet right into your brain, in bullet points that will explain. I'm bulldozing the bullshit now. Those bullies say that I'm a cow. They're gonna find the bulwark raised. Best believe it's my final phase. Boo-hoo, the color of the sky today. Boo-hoo, the tears I'm gonna cry today. Boo-hoo, it's horrible to think about. Boo-hoo, it's terrible, it gives me gout. Boo-hoo, I'm miserable and I know why. Boo-hoo, it's visible that I might cry. Boo-hoo, impossible yet true somehow. Boo-hoo, guess he's the bull and I'm the cow. Boo-hoo, oh boo-hoo.
Curses! Spelt it again! I'll get you next time, casino!
All right, how's it going, everyone? That's the Lazy Shell intro. Well, I mean, it's just a video on his video. I just played it as an intro. Fantastic channel. Go subscribe to him. We play it quite often here. We'll have to send him something. How's it going, guys? We have another morning show. Hopefully tech issues free. You'll have to let me know in the chat how I'm fucking it up this week. But we have a message from the quartering. Let's see what Jeremy's up to. It's muted. I don't think it's muted. I don't believe you.
How's your Friday? I'm tired, boss.
He's tired, chat. He's tired.
I'm tired, boss. It's been a long week.
He didn't even button up his shirt. It's muted. No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. The man didn't even button up his shirt before the stream. How lazy is that? He's just walking around the house, barely dressed. You got to know he's got the buttons matched as well. Like, you know, you put them on like as a child and you don't match them up to the right side.
Boss.
He's tired, boss.
I'm tired, boss.
He's
it's
a
been a long week.
Yes, he's been slaving away in the YouTube mines, stealing people's content. It's tiring. Now, of course, what he's actually tired from Well, let's see if the chat can guess it, but I think you can probably guess from the title. And
I
the,
still have to
sub.
mow the walking path after
He's got to mow the dogs this week.
this, shoot 65 shorts, finish cleaning up the basement. I'm tired, boss.
he's like on the verge of crashing out. Like, what's going? Like, I actually do feel bad for him. Well, only for a second. Then I remember what he's done and that he deserves no quarter. You see what I did there?
I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, boss.
They're gaslighting me. It is muted. Now I kind of
Been a
believe you,
long
but I
week,
see the
huh?
voice. I see the audio levels working, so I think it's working.
Been a long week. It's a good week, though. Better to be tired from being busy than to be energetic because you have nothing going on.
What? I mean, that's. I think I know what he's trying to say here, but typically people that like lay around and do nothing are more tired than people that have active lives because you get adjusted to being a slob. That's the way it works. And yes, someone pointed this out. Only 65 shorts. He's forced to. He has no choice. He doesn't want to steal people's content. 65 shorts a week, or maybe it's a day. I don't even know. But he's simply forced to. Otherwise, the YouTube algorithm is going to forget him. Now, he's currently coping and saying that his channel's back. It's back, baby. Everything's working fine. But that's just because he's been grinding out the Carmelo Anthony case, which we're going to be seeing as we go through. He's B-less. Yeah, he's not getting that honey, that's for sure. All right, now let's. We do have a visual representation of him, and I've seen some other clips played of it, so I won't bother doing it myself. But his wife is forcing him to get rid of all the toys. So we have this artist interpretation. Allegedly, he had to drag, was it 40 prize grabbers out of the basement while he was waiting for perhaps the biggest news story in the legal sector, which was the Carmelo Anthony's court decision today. Or I guess it was kind of like yesterday. It kind of blurs together with the days. But as he was dragging away his favorite claw machine, he heard that pop in his back. And now his back is too bad that he can't even do a YouTube stream. This man can't even sit down because of this ratty prize. Like, this is actually his favorite prize grabber. So it's like the betrayal, the inevitable betrayal of a thing, because his wife is like, it's enough, Jeremy. You're not making any money. It's time to sell the claws machines. Now, we have a couple fun little clips before we get started. This one has nothing to do with anything, but it's just, I don't know. We'll just play it and we'll just tell me what you think, chat. All right, this one I've called Jerry Christmas.
Christmas for dad. Yeah, every dad wants this world.
Oh, by the way, Disobedient Dogman gifted 5 subs over on Kick.
Yeah.
You can tell that this is a simpler time because Hannah Claire's there. Now, some people are saying that Hannah Claire is betrayed Jeremy, and because he went on a bit of a spiel about internet friends ain't being shit, and that Hannah Claire was always just an employee and also a cock blocker. But there's actually been like a fun little interaction with Alex Stein on the Tim Pool show. And apparently one of the people there is Hannah Claire's wife. I guess it Freudian slip there because he's a very effeminate man, but is her husband.
Well,
That
where are the
looked like
rest?
a Kwanzaa robe.
Yeah, that's what it looked
That's
like.
what
Crazy
it was his
Kwanzaa.
first year, right? Wasn't it founded in
Yeah,
like the 80s?
yeah. That started right around then. Yeah. Here, Hannah Claire, you can get a Santa suit to shoot
Look,
your
Santa's got a brand new bag.
$300 too, by the way.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
$1, but like, whoa.
Yeah.
Did anyone in your family dress up as Santa?
All right, so pretty innocent little question by Hannah Claire. Let's see where this goes for Jeremy.
Nobody in my family ever
No.
did that. but I know some
Yes,
family
and he was
did.
an uncle
Really?
of mine, and he turned out to be a pedophile.
Whoa!
No.
God's honest truth.
Wait a minute, Jeremy. No. Oh no, is this why Jeremy hates Christmas? That's awful. Like, why would you say like what? It's like, oh, this is a fun little story. I'll just interject. But it started to be like very strange because Jeremy's got all these connections to like the Nexium cult, and he's got these family members, and there's all this like weird stuff with Chrissy Meyer, who's like bringing in all of these like ladies of the evening into like the I guess the comedy circuit sector. So it's all getting very strange. Yeah, wait till later. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
What?
Not by blood. He was not related to me by blood.
That is
Okay, so at least he doesn't have the PDF file blood running through his veins. Not that he's ever going to be around a child, so it's perfectly fine.
not festive.
I distinctly remember my parents having to sit me and my sister down and ask, hey, did
guys
he
good?
ever do anything to you? And I was like,
I'm laughing, but not because it's funny. It's just like it's so terrible. Like, what the fuck?
no, why? And then like they never said anything. Then like later when he went to jail, my parents had to tell me. They were like, oh yeah, you know your creepy uncle? Yeah. You were right about him.
My goodness.
What the
You
fuck?
were right about him. This is actually a story about Jeremy.
Yoicks.
White.
Yeah.
This is a yoicks moment, but like, you know, the funny thing is, I remember when I was a child, like, it seemed like every neighborhood had like the neighborhood nonce. I don't know. Is this a relatable thing? Like in every neighborhood, there was like this one house, and the parents were always like, "Just you're gonna play outside," because we lived in a cul-de-sac when I was growing up, and cul-de-sacs are like known for being very safe places. But there was always like that one house, and it seems like all of my friends are like, every time you go to a new friend's house, they're like, "Okay, this is the nonce's house. You don't go near that house." And nothing ever happened to me or any of my friends, but like it's just like, "Oh, don't go to that house. That's the nonsense." I'm like, all right. I don't know. It's an Anglo moment, perhaps it may be. Actually, I don't know. I think it's a very British thing.
You knew all along. You could tell the vibe.
All right, and then they go into this story about the Sonic walkie-talkies, which actually look pretty cool. That's actually pretty fire. All right, that didn't really have anything to do with anything, but it was just a little bit of funny. All right, so it is June, obviously. We've finally made it to June, so we've got actually, this is a nice segue from the nonce segment. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Don't let your dreams be dreams. And we have a fun little clip here. This is from Don Flurgandy. Well, I mean, it's from Melanie Mack, but I saw it when I was watching Don Flurgandy. He's putting on a fantastic show. I don't know if he came out of nowhere or he had experience, but he's got this really like high effort production where he's got his own set and he's got like production values. It's crazy. But he showed this clip and I thought I would show it as well. This is, can we get some happy birthdays in the chat for Johnny Junkers?
It's birthday boy.
I'm low.
Passenger key.
Is he okay? Johnny, do you need, if you're in trouble, then, wink or like start blinking really quickly, Johnny, if you need help.
Because it's his birthday.
Does this man look okay? Is this a humiliation ritual? What is going on here? Oh, I feel bad for him.
Boy.
Happy birthday, Johnny.
I'm low.
Passenger king.
All right, I don't know what this weird butterfly thing that Melanie Mack has on, though, but I think there was something else that was kind of funny here. Let me just have a quick look. If you go to Melanie Mack's media tab, I think it was on. Here we go. Look at the happy couple. There you go. Here we have it. We have it right here. Which one's the man in this relationship is my question. I mean, this is a photo they chose to post, right? I don't know. It is what it is. But when I saw this, the first one, the happy birthday, Johnny, it reminded me of this Star Wars clip. Have you guys seen this? Can we get some ones or Bs in the chat if you've seen the Star Wars hostage birthday video? This is like the one time TikTok was funny. If you'll indulge me for just a second. This is very good.
And because it's my birthday, I get to introduce Happy Star Wars Day, everyone. Today is also my birthday. And because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend.
All right, so that's like the original video. And what you can do on like TikTok, I imagine, because I never go there. Well, that's not true. I have like a secondary TikTok where I just like dump all of my old shorts and shit, which never get watched. It's like complete waste of time. But you can start adding on like different parts to it. So this is what, and it's just very funny.
Who is amazing.
So I'll just let you see.
Hi guys, I'm Brittany.
Everyone, today is also my
this is part 2. People started adding on different body parts to this hostage situation.
Birthday. And because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend, who is amazing.
This is what I imagine's happening with Melanie Mack. It's like, it's Johnny's birthday. Happy birthday, Johnny.
Day, everyone. Today is also my birthday. And because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend. Hey everyone, today is also my birthday. And because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend. Everyone, today is also my birthday. The part where the police show up. And because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend. One today is also my birthday.
There we go. All right, that's the end of it. I won't show anymore. All right. Time to stop being a boomer, everyone. All right, all right. So we'll go in. We'll start off with a little clip from Don Flurgandy, actually. He says he's found a link between the quartering coffee brand coffee and Meta PC.
So I just thought, hold on.
This is from Channel 404 News with Don Flurgandy. And as you can see, I'm already subscribed on this channel. But like, honestly, he puts in some very good work. And as far as I know, he just came out of nowhere and just, he has like a really great microphone, like great, like little green scene spread up and everything. And I'm very impressed. I don't know if he had experience before coming into this, but it's a great video.
So we now have a direct link that Coffee Brand Coffee and Meta PCs.
There we go. Just watch this in 1.25 speed because we do have families to get back to.
Somebody working for both companies at the same time, managing their affiliate. I mean, that is as direct link between Meta PCs and this coffee company as I think we've ever gotten, right? But the fact that he has addressed but has not fixed.
All right, I'll skip past the intro because that's like the coming up segment to get you enticed to go into the video. Now, Don Flurgandy, he has put his wallet on the line and he has actually sent the quartering money. He's done the unimaginable because he tried to get Discord access. And in the process of doing this, he's revealed that everyone that signs up for the quartering services gets doxxed. And I think I have a copy of this here. Oops, get rid of that. Is it? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Don Flurgandy says on Twitter, I can confirm that one of those are the aliases I used. I'm just saying this now. Just wanted to add some validity to this. And he's quoting a Hotep post that says, Kiwi Farm user, return to the mac and cheese, the legendary effort poster, is alleging that the quartering has only gained 7 new members in the past week. And you can see here that as everyone joins up to the quartering's services, it exposes your name, and I think in some cases your contact details to the wider world. So it's just like, don't sign up if you want I mean, it's embarrassing, right? Also, woke millennial resubscribed over on Kick. All right. So he's got like music things in all of his transitions. It's crazy. It's putting me to shame.
Here you go. Quartering segment, ladies and gentlemen. Just to briefly summarize here, right? Now, quartering has repeatedly said, hey, I'm 100%, this is my company, I'm the owner. And it's been alleged by many that CBC has some kind of connections between Meta PCs.
Yeah, like there's a fun theory that's running around, and this is largely put out by Luther Morgan. And we have some Luther Morgan content coming up tonight because he's exposed the stakes, the old folks' home stakes. And I think there's a new one that I haven't seen, which I think is about the bicentennial. I guess it's not bicentennial, right? It's the 250th anniversary of America. It's one of these Rumble shill ads. But he's doing the Lord's work over on exposing every grift. Like if something's an ad on Rumble, it's a grift and it's fake. It's just so funny that the quartering has like anti-advertising now, because what's happening is every time he shows a new product, people are just like, well, let's just look it up and have a little look and see what we can find. And they inevitably, all of them are just fucking scams, because of course they are, because that's why they're advertising on Rumble for the first place. But specifically what he found out here is that potentially, and there's a pretty good reason to believe that this is the case, Coffee Brand Coffee bought out all of Player One Coffee. So I guess you could call the quarterings Coffee Brand Coffee, Ready Player 2 Coffee or something. But essentially there's some evidence to show that they bought out the old stock from the Meta PC's Player One Coffee and just repackaged it, because all the flavors are basically the same. And it just so happens that, like, I think the Mill Creek Roaster special collection of coffees that are coming out are always the same as the ones that the quartering is offering as well. Also, BobTube, who has a new profile picture, became a member on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Because they had their own coffee called Player One Coffee. And Player One Coffee just fell off the face of the earth. And it happened to be around.
And yeah, this is another point that I kind of forgot to mention right there, is that if they did buy the old inventory from Player One Coffee, how far from expiry is this coffee, and will we ever know? Because the quartering specifically excludes his FDA required ingredients list and packaging location for his caffeinated coffee, like not just caffeinated, but like extra caffeinated coffee, as well as his flavored coffee, which is basically all of his sellers. And you're going to be hearing some massive coffee cope, which is kind of crazy, because basically the quartering's bragging about making between $100 and $500. Brandon is in your I thought it was a garage, is in your garbage. I guess he's because he's a possum, or no possum says. But the Rumble ad said the magic beans were good. Yeah, like the mushroom coffee. I'm sure it's fantastic.
On the time that Coffee Brand Coffee comes around. And one of, quartering's closest, and most astute sponsorships that's stood with him for a very long time is Meta PCs. It was even one of the 2 codes that we could get to work on his website for his membership. He's still not keeping his promises. So when we found this,
now what he's talking about here is if you go up to thequartering.com and have a look at his membership details, he promises some ridiculous things like early access to live streams, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Because what is he giving you a code for a time machine so you can go and see it, or is it like there's no stream delay? There's no such thing as an early access to a live stream, right? But then there's things like the Discord access, which you can never get an invite for because all the trolls are trying to get into the Discord. There's the Q&A sessions, which just do not happen. There's these discount codes that just don't work. It's all a big fucking scam. Doom Studios also joined as a member, much appreciated. And Chill Station says N on YouTube. I don't know what he means by that, but thank you for the 2. But I think the Quartering is going to talk a bit about the fatigue as we go through this tonight.
Discord, thanks to Dormy Wormy on
also,
YouTube.
with his member
we
chat
looked at the
says,
announcements. Nothing had been announced since 2024, and it was just about a certain sale that they were going to have going on, or a new flavor they had coming out. And there were people in there talking about it had been completely abandoned by Coffee Brand Coffee, just completely abandoned. No word, no announcement, no nothing. People weren't getting paid on time, or they were just getting paid sparsely. And also,
so it's just a total scam. That's the only activity that's going on in the Discord, is that people are talking about how they're shilling. They're working for Jeremy for free, literally, because he's not paying them out his required referral bonuses. What an absolute charlatan.
So there was adult content. There was bots just spamming adult content in this Discord, and nobody there to do anything about it, because not only did they not announce anything, they also just left the Discord. The people who were responsible for, and we're going to go over this, their point of contact just left the Discord. So I wanted to look into this point of contact a little bit more. I don't want to go into like last names or anything like that, right? First name should be fine, because, and he also was like the public face for this partner program. From the images that we saw, they kept on talking about a person named Isaiah, or Cheesy, being their like point of contact. I wanted to look into it, right? And now if we look at some of these messages, I did want to mark out their names and faces just in case, again, I don't want people catching flack or anything like that.
So this is like Don Flurgan is such a nice guy. How could you not trust this man? Look at his setup. It's so professional. I'm actually kind of curious. I would love to see this. I would love to see what his studio looks like without the green screen, because like, where's his computer screen, right? Like, I guess the cameras like and the computer screen are like, I don't know, just exactly where like I place it, just above the monitor or something. I mean, it's not really that difficult when you think about it. But like, look at this hair, this thick head of hair, this red suit. How could you not trust this man? Also, let's go, Brandon. Joined a member twice somehow. Okay, thank you. Question mark.
This is just him talking about my recent video.
Double member.
This Discord is getting mogged to shit.
He's got 2 dicks.
Jeremy didn't even tell us.
How are you joining as a member 3 times? I don't know what's going on here.
Affiliate program was ending. He just pulled the plug. I only noticed because the check stopped.
It's my own personal 9/11.
Wait, were you still making sales but not getting paid commissions? Our codes still work. I always figured we would still get commissions still get commission payments automatically, but I haven't tested it because I stopped advertising a long time ago. I just thought the affiliate manager stopped getting paid to do this, so he left. If they just stopped the payouts altogether, that is so fucked up. I agree. It happened to me 3 times. I have tickets with Isaiah. If he didn't resolve the issue himself, I wouldn't get paid. And even then, not for months. Let me check my account now. Person responds again. I remember waiting like 6 months for the money to hit my account, but since it wasn't much, I never made any issue of it. But it was strange how the payouts would happen at very random times.
Now, my question is, how much could you possibly make, though, from a Quartering referral bonus? Because he's making like $1 a bag. And that's going to be very important as we go through this tonight, because he's bragging. I guess we'll talk about it right now, I guess, right? May as well message this out, because the Quartering is poor. Now, the Coffee Cope is here. The Quartering has said on Twitter that I'm so proud of our team at Coffee Brand Coffee. We could have went the cheap max profit route. Cringe political branding, mid-tier beans, and a short lifespan. I mean, his coffee's expired, though. The lifespan is over. Instead, we went the make no money for years and build an actual apolitical brand route. First of all, it's not apolitical, because people the entire theme about it is that you can sell it to your like woke liberal mother-in-law, and she'll be like drinking conservative coffee without knowing. Like, that's actually some of the reviews say that. But second of all, he's admitting here that he's made no money for years, when just a few weeks ago he was bragging on Twitter. And he's bragging on Twitter again today. Like, funny how it's like, I guess it's a day ending with a Y. That he was making millions of dollars from Coffee Brand Coffee, but he admits here he's made no money for years. Interesting. I mean, he says we're closing in on 4 years of business. So how many of these business years we're in the red? He owns 100% of that coffee. Okay. All right, whatever. I have dozens of staff. Can we see one staff member? Can we see the factory? Can you walk around and say, hey, it's me, Jeremy. I'm just here with my fucking beans. Can you do anything like that? I have dozens of staff that make the system go, and now we're on the doorstep of being able to have our product on the shelves at Walmart. Yes, just 2 more weeks. Trust the plan. He's absolutely going to be in Walmart. Just that's never going to fucking happen. By the way, I think like the first week that Ready Player One Coffee or Player One Coffee, whatever it's called, was in Walmart is when they died as a company. And then Jeremy was able to buy out all their old beans, their old moldy beans. We're dominating Amazon. They're not. They're ranked 333 this week on sales. They're nobodies. He thinks he's going to compete with this. I mean, I've never heard of them, but apparently Bones Coffee is a pretty big deal. They've got like deals with like Marvel and Disney and things like that, because they've got like the Nightmare Before Christmas and Fallout Tines and things like that. But no, like if you actually just go to the Amazon webpage, which I won't at risk of sharing my own Amazon cart, you can see that he sells at most 50 of his own product. Now, he's going to show you exactly how much he sold in the last couple days, and it's not good. It's not good at all. At least if you believe some of what Jeremy has had to say, which is a pretty tenuous statement to begin with. We're dominating Amazon and just put in place a massive new sales channel that's going to help drive down costs via larger volume and finally unlock the retail shelves. It's like an achievement unlocked. He's going to be in retail. He's going to be a real coffee company. Yeah, we could have made a lot of cash on the liberal tiers blend and stuff. But that was never the goal. To simply extract cash from the viewers, that's exactly the goal. It's a business. Like, you don't have to say it like, there's nothing wrong with extracting cash from your audience if you're selling a good product. Like, you can get a great product at the Dragon's Treasure by using code COPE. You can get discounts on tea, coffee, and soaps. It's a haven for anime and tea lovers. I believe that their apple cider vinegar tea, or just apple cider tea, is going to be back in stock, if not already. You can save 10% with code COPE. Don't use code criminal, okay? Last time my stream was felted. You could use code criminal last week. This week, it's back to code COPE. We've got to beat the Sean man, okay? He's like, we're in a battle between the Sean menace, okay? But he even fled his home country. He's been pushed out of Ohio. And now, Ohio? You'd think I'd be able to say Ohio since I live in fucking Japan. He's been pushed out of Ohio. Fuck. He's been pushed out of Ohio into Florida with the ongoing tea battle, all right? That's definitely what's happening right there, okay? TheDragonsTreasure.com, code COPE. All right, let's get back into it. All right. Now he goes on to cope about how he's going to be better than Bones Coffee, etc. But let's see part 2 of this, which is a little bit funnier. Come on now, work there. Now, this tweet was deleted from Twitter. Now, of course, you may remember that Jeremy said he was going to stop talking and arguing on Twitter. But, you know, it's always the last time until Miller time. And I think that's what happened here. This Scott Elmore guy said, surprised you didn't set up for one of your failing coffee companies. He says, we sold 802 bags on Amazon alone yesterday, not including our website and subscriptions. If that's failing, then please let me fail harder. Get yours at Coffee Brand Co. Now, all right, let's think about this for a second. At Jeremy's own admission, he makes $1 a bag. Now, he complains to no end about the Amazon distribution because they take 30% as the vendor cut or whatever it is. And this is actually the reason he had to stop doing the Mother's Day boxes, which was, of course, his best seller and kind of like propped up his entire business. Now, additionally, like BobTube sends in $1. Like that's like I've just sold a bag of Coffee Brand coffee. Is the same thing basically. Now, additionally, these bags of coffee are only selling because they currently have a 75% discount. They've gone down from like $20 a bag to $5 a bag. And people have decided it's finally worth buying his coffee. Now, are these people going to be repeat customers? I don't know. Why is he selling at 75% discount? Because he has a bunch of flavors that are about to expire that he has to sell tomorrow. Otherwise, he has to throw them in the fucking trash. So you're getting your summer style eggnog, or your July barbecue gingerbread. Like, these are all just recycled Christmas flavors. And I actually love gingerbread and eggnog, but I don't know if I'd have it in a coffee. But anyway, 800 bags. That's quite a lot of coffee, right? Now, if we actually do the math on this, so $1 a bag, then you take your 30% multiplier, 30% subtraction, actually. Then you multiply it by the 75% and the 802 bags. That is about $142. So he's bragging on Twitter on Maine that he made $140 on his best day ever, because he said it's always, these are like the record sales. That's the position Jeremy's in. This is how broke he fucking is he has to brag about making $104. Now, some people have put forward the theory that perhaps he's lying about the dollar a bag, but even if he's making 4 or 5 times that amount, he's still making under $1,000 on his best day for a business, which isn't really that much if it's before taxes. We don't even know, right? But I'm leaning on the side of him being actually broke, because if we have a look at the these little posts we have by Jeremy. This is actually brought up by Luther Morgan. The Quartering is complaining about a $2 increase on YouTube Premium. The Quartering says, is this another price increase for YouTube Premium? I'm paying $16 just not to have ads. Like, how much would I have to pay him to not play any ads during his show? I mean, of course, on Google, we love it. We love our ads, though, right? We've got to say that, like, we're contractually upgraded. But look, the Quartering stuffs so many fucking ads into his content. He should be the least person to complain about this. I literally do not use Premium for anything other than that. I mean, that's exactly why I use Premium too. But I actually think YouTube Premium is a good service, because you can, like, play in the background and everything. Although, one thing I have to expose is that when you go to a third world country, YouTube Premium is just the default setting of YouTube. It's really frustrating, actually. so, like, when I went to the Philippines for my vacation on the beach, I noticed that all the YouTube app was, like, automatically set up with Premium. Let's see. Because I survive on ad revenue, I don't feel it's right for me to use ad blockers on others. But what the hell? So he's complaining about $2. I mean, of course he's complaining about $2. That's 2 bags of coffee he's just been robbed of. Now, Luther Morgan says, imagine being a millionaire, buying a $10,000 RC car tracks, custom-built mansion, floor-to-ceiling aquarium, Rolex watches, Tesla Cybertrucks, etc., and complaining that YouTube Premium costs an extra $3. Is it $3? I thought it was $2. No, it's like $2. It's extra $2. The Quartering is simultaneously the most wasteful spender and miserly Scrooge on the planet. Very true. He's hood rich. That's how I described him. Yes, he is. And you can see here, he can't even afford to keep paying for his Twitter revenue. His blue check mark. He used to love Elon. And now he can't even support his boy. I guess Elon didn't support him, though, when it was counted, right? We got Trench Johnson with a 5 saying, Suffer, Paraguay. I thought soccer was your main sports, bish. USA, USA, USA. I have no idea what's going on with the World Cup. I had like a little bet going on, I think, saying Norway or something, just a random one, but I don't think it's going to pan out. I don't know. All right, let's get back to the Don Flurgany stuff. So anyway, the point of all of that was that if the Quartering is barely making any money on his coffee, how much money could these guys be making on a referral? 10% of what they're selling?
They also posted like actual proof of this. They did post actual transactions. I didn't feel right doing that, especially without,
so maybe Don Flurgany knows, but he didn't want to let us know.
Explicit permission to. But they did post actual. This is when I received my payments from them, and it showed several month gap, and then one showed like almost a year gap or something. It was like an insane amount of time, right? Now, it wasn't a bunch of money, so I'm not, don't want to think like they're getting ripped off like hundreds of thousands of dollars or anything, right? Like that. It really wasn't a lot of money, which is why they even said it here, and they weren't overly concerned about it. But still, it's just another half-assed attempt at a program by Jeremy. So I wanted to look a little bit more at Isaiah, though, because one thing I noticed is somebody mentioned a comment on my video and in the Discord that said that Isaiah worked for Meta PCs. He was actually hired there through Meta PCs and CBC. I'm like, hold on, what?
Interesting.
Say that again? So I rubbed my eyes. I'm like, hold on, the
schizo board is getting filled out. All of the red strings are being drawn together. Everything goes back to Meta PCs and Mill Creek Coffee. How does this keep happening, Jeremy, if you really own all the beans and shit?
Isaiah worked for MetaPCs. That's absurd because this is a Coffee Brand Coffee affiliate Discord. So you're telling me that MetaPCs is directly involved with their affiliate program? So I'm like, okay, let's check it out. So I found this. This is one of the most recently pinned messages in their like general chat or whatnot. We'll come back to that actually. But I saw that it had Isaiah here. I was able to find this Isaiah person. Here's the thing.
By the way, I just want to go back. I wonder if can I see the, oops, I can't zoom this in any further. Well, I mean, I could zoom in and enhance. Is this recent? Like, is this from a few weeks ago? Big news. Our pumpkin pie and spiked jack-o'-lantern flavors are now available for pre-order. So this is like back from October, right? Is this the last one they had? October 2025?
We'll come back to that actually. But I saw that it had Isaiah here. I was able to find this Isaiah person. Here's the thing. I don't want to give out his full name, and I don't want to, I'm giving very limited information about him, right? Because he's actually moved on. He doesn't work in either company anymore. He's moved on to something different. So I don't want to hound him or anything like that. He's just a guy who worked there. He's just, doing what he's told. And then I'm guessing he was removed from the program. So I find this guy's, his work history, and look at this. So I find here, partnership manager and influencer marketing for MetaPCs, remote from January of 2023 to current. Now this actually isn't current. I found his LinkedIn as well too, but they gave
this is from 2023. How good could business be if you're complaining about your affiliate sales from the Quarterings coffee?
Away some information that I didn't want to show on stream, and so I just went with this, right? And this shows, working with influencers to maximize product sales, ad integrations, blah 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 blah. Then you go down here, partnership manager and influencer marketing for Coffee Brand Coffee, March of 2023 to current. What shows on the other as well too. Now
he claims his affiliate program has 700 people in it though. Is that current though? I wonder.
He was working for these guys all the way up to on the more updated on his LinkedIn. He was working for both of them at the same time, and we were able to kind of corroborate that the latest message in the Discord that he had was in 2024. So I just thought, hold on. So we now have a direct link that Coffee Brand Coffee and MetaPCs had somebody working for both companies at the same time, managing their affiliate Discord in all of their affiliate programs. I mean,
that's a very interesting point. Why would Coffee Brand Coffee and MetaPCs have the same affiliate program? Now, of course, if we remember looking at the MetaPCs Ready Player One coffee program, they literally said you could make $1 a bag, which made me wonder if Jeremy was literally just buying their bags and reselling it as his coffee. I mean, even when they were still operating as a coffee company before they folded and I guess sold their product to Jeremy, perhaps.
This is direct link between MetaPCs and this coffee company as I think we've ever gotten, right? Like we've had like suspicions, but now we have somebody that for sure worked for both companies at the same time, managing their affiliate program. So exactly how deep does this business relationship go? Because what is long thought is that Jeremy just bought out Player One Coffee and made a Coffee Brand Coffee, right? And a lot of people thinking like, well, what's up with Mill Creek? Are they just using Mill Creek roasters? I thought that was very, very strange.
Hey, what is this? Stop sweeping for Josh. He's broke and butt mogged. What? When have I sweep for which Josh are we talking about? Kiwi Farms Josh or the Josh from the Lego Story? I don't think I sweep for either of them.
I did hear that they just let the trademark expire or something like that. I don't know. And what it also, so it's like, what's the business relationship like?
Yeah, this was in Luther Morgan video. The Coffee Brand Coffee trademark expired. I don't know if anyone's like seized it or if they've re-registered, but at least as of a month or so ago, it was a dead trademark, just like his sales.
Do they get a percentage of all their sales? Are they the ones who actually roast it? Or do they pay for the facility? We just don't know, right? And if you'll also remember, Misty Mochi, one of the addresses that we were able to find.
I believe that Misty Mochi just put out some new documentaries or investigative journalism on the Coffee Brand Coffee as well, but I haven't seen them myself.
Correlated with Coffee Brand Coffee, she visited it. It's just a MetaPC's building where it was like one of their office buildings, right? It wasn't like a coffee plant. No, it was just like their office building. So another thing that I saw here though too, we've been seeing everything about this spiked jack-o'-lantern, right? What's funny about this, you see when this came out?
Their last post was from 3 years ago in September. Holy dead business, Batman.
Our pumpkin pie and our spiced jack-o'-lantern flavors are now available with the ability to pre-order them to ship out this coming Tuesday. So this spiked jack-o'-lantern flavor came out in September of 2023. Right?
And they're still selling it. So they've had this product for like 3 years. Now, of course, the best faith interpretation of this is they bought more product, but Jeremy is specifically talking about getting rid of old product. There's also the Kona scam. I did have some of the clips from the Kona scam, but I think that was covered mostly today on the Kino Casino. But essentially what happened is that the Quartering is selling Kona coffee, which I believe is specifically a type of coffee that's grown in the volcanic soil of Hawaii. And I think it's a registered trademark or cultural property in the same way that Manuka honey or champagne is like a thing. You can't just make champagne, in Ohio or something in Sean's bathroom, for example. Now, Jeremy was like seething because he said that it was a blend, which doesn't make any sense because it's supposed to be 100% Kona coffee, which wouldn't make it a blend at all, unless it was a different Kona beans that were blended together, but it doesn't make sense because they're all Kona beans. And he had to, live on air, this is during his stream, go through and correct the record. First of all, he didn't believe it was a blend at all, or it said blend in the description. Then he went through and live edited it, and he left in the word blend. So it still says blend on Coffee Brand Coffee, because I think they have to leave that in there for trademark reasons or liability reasons, because obviously they've just put a little bit of coffee in there from Kona, perhaps, if at all, and then just used flavoring. Also, Trent Johnson gifted a sub, and Impulse resubscribed. How many bees does it take to stop a bullet? That's a good question. I don't know, but I know who could answer this question.
Dr. Bees!
I'm sure he could tell you, right?
What's this? An overabundance of bees in the workplace? My briefcase full of bees ought to put a stop to that. The situation has only been made worse with the addition of yet more bees.
All right, very good. All right, there's your bee segment.
One of their later announcements was also about Spiced Jack-o'-lantern in September of 2024. And what's so funny is that
that's actually a pretty funny name for like a honey hazelnut flavored coffee or something.
Now they have it like 75% off or like 50% off. It's basically selling for $5 on Amazon, right? Probably because it's all about to go bad. But this is basically just an announcement saying, hey, we had our pumpkin pie and our Spiced Jack-o'-lantern out. And so I was clicking on these to see if they were still available. And one thing I noticed, Spiked Jack-o'-lantern, it's on sale right now on Amazon for $5.
Yeah, this is another thing that I kind of forgot to mention. The Quartering's bragging about having the best sales ever, 805 bags or whatever. It's only discounted on Amazon. So if you go to coffeebrandcoffee.com, you're just getting scammed out of $15. He literally doesn't give a shit about any of his consumers.
Well, if you go to Coffee Brand Coffee, this is the live Coffee Brand Coffee website. If you buy this, luckily nobody's buying it.
Yeah, he's definitely selling them at a
loss.
loss.
But if you do, you have to pay $20. So if
it would have to be selling at a loss because he's always said he makes $1 a bag at most. Well, I mean, sometimes he says he can make $4 or $5 a bag. But he said he couldn't sell on Amazon the Mother's Day boxes because of the 30% cut. So he's running on, I believe, a 30% margin, maybe, but it's still just making $1 a bag. So with the 75% cut, there's no way he's actually making money. But I think the best charitable interpretation of that, if we listen to the Quartering and believe what he said, which is, again, a wild statement to believe in what he said about the $1 a bag thing. Like I said, $140. That's his successful business. I think most people earn more than $140 a day, right?
If you just buy some chance on accident, if you end up buying it from Coffee Brand Coffee, you're screwed. You're paying 4 times the price than you could have on Amazon. Now, another thing was kind of funny. I was looking at the Player One coffees, at the different selection that they had. So one thing that he always says, right, the business is thriving. He said Saturday was the best day they had in like 6 months. But then recently he talked about like, oh no, the trolls gave us our best day we'd had in a long time. And then today he was like, oh, yesterday was actually our best day we had again. This is like
812. I mean, I'm working off if he's making $1 at the bag at the whole price of $20, right? But BobTube says 802 bags, 75% off. He's selling minus $15 a bag. That's minus $12,000. I mean, maybe it is that case. I think my $140 is the most reasonable interpretation of this. However, you notice that Jeremy never shows you how much money he actually makes. And every time he tries flexing on YouTube numbers or on the coffee numbers, he never actually shows you his profit. He's shown revenue once, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's made any money. That $5 million over 4 years, because we know that he said that he hasn't been making money for years. So that $5 million is all just maybe operating at a loss or breaking even.
Okay, dude. Yeah, this is Coffee Brand Coffee's taking over the world. Don't worry, Jer. We believe you. We definitely believe you, buddy. They have stock that's marked down at like 50 to 75% off, but they couldn't be doing better. But I was looking at the Coffee Brand Coffee flavors, right? In the Player One coffee flavors, he always talks about blueberry is our best seller. Everybody loves the blueberry. It's our best seller by far.
And I looked at this before. I actually checked this myself. And Amazon does increments of about 50 So it says like, this is sold like under 50 products, 50 plus products, 100 plus products, 150 plus products. And Jeremy claims he's going to compete with the big boys. But again, he's like ranked 333rd in the coffee ratings. His best-selling product, the blueberry peach cobbler or whatever, blueberry cobbler, is 50 bags this month. It doesn't make sense.
Well, when you know, one of the 5 coffees Player One Coffee had available, Blueberry Bomb, Ethiopian whole bean. Did he just reuse the Blueberry Bomb recipe from Player One Coffee? Oh, did you see his tie? Hold on, I got a new tie for him. Oh, there we go, Backstar. Hey,
he's got a dog, and his dog has a fucking tie. He's committed to this bit.
He's got another little tie. This one fits him better. He can't bite this one. But yeah, I thought that was so funny. It's like, really, one of their best-selling flavors happened to be, and he always talks about you can't get this flavor anywhere else. Now, I don't want to get anybody too excited as well, too. I may be able to get some more direct information about this whole MetaPC's Coffee Brand Coffee thing going on. I don't want to speak too much on that until we have it for sure. Yeah, we won't disclose our sources. Absolutely not. Hey, we've kept the only sources that we've shared, by the way. If you ever want to DM us information, please let me know. Any people that have not wanted, I only share what people want me to. And if people don't want
this is a nice charitable man. Now, actually, kind of curious. How much cups of coffee is 20 ounces of coffee? Because that's what these $20 bags are. Does anyone want to do the numbers for me on that? Because I don't know what the fucking ounce is. I'm on the metric system. But how many, with one $20 bag of Coffee Brand Coffee, 20 ounces, is it 20 ounces? No, wait, sorry. Isn't it 12 ounces? Hold on. Let me check this out right now. Hold on. Let's just have a look for a second. Coffee Brand Coffee. I want to go to the actual website, not Amazon. All right, here it is. So there's the coffee. Where the shop all? Yeah, no, it's 40 cups. It's 40 cups. Wait, but so that's like what, 50 cents a cup of coffee or something? Just buy some fucking freeze-dried coffee. That's ridiculous. 20 ounces. I mean, I guess it depends how strong you like it, really. But it says on their website that 12 ounces is 40 cups. That's what they're implying. Price of cup, 50 cents. Yeah.
Out there, I don't mind keeping that private as well too. So hey, if you have any information or about something entirely different or something that we've talked about,
yeah, the price is $20. It's $20
on Twitter.
$20.
Send me an email at channel404newsteam@gmail.com. If you don't care about this, is what he wants to do is like, oh well, no, I'm telling them it's just basically a donation to me now. That's bullshit. Because what if people like go, because here's the thing, even if they go off your word and they go to the site and they're like, oh wait, you also have all this, they're not just going to go off of your word. They're going to go here and they're like, oh, I know.
I'm trying to tell you something, but you blocked me. I don't think I blocked you. I don't block anyone. I mean, and I may have done it by mistake. You mean on Twitter? If your at's the same, just let me know and I'll unblock you. That sounds like a mistake.
He said that as these things, but I'm also seeing here there's all these other perks that I'll be able to enjoy. Fix this. It's been over a week. He for sure knows about this. I could not imagine, especially for the people that pay yearly, I could not imagine ripping people off like this. I couldn't imagine just taking people's money, knowing that I'm ripping them off. I just wanted to add this in because it is completely unacceptable that the Quartering has still not updated his memberships. Go down the line.
And this is the scam. This is what he's promising you. You get members only videos, which there's no member only videos. The Quartering releases like 10 to 15 videos a day. He could just post one of those videos to his members every day. Private Discord access, that's debatable. Early stream access, that's just impossible. Exclusive sponsor discounts, that doesn't make any sense because he wants to get as many sponsors through just selling the affiliate codes. So he's not going to give that to exclusive codes. Ad-free experience, that's just a bold-faced lie as well. Now, I actually think that YouTube should have a feature where if you subscribe as a member, then you get no ads or something. Apparently, Kick is like testing ads now, but I'm not sure if it does it like the Twitch way, where if you're subscribed, then it gives you no ads. I guess the only way to find out is if you subscribe. Winky face. Direct chat with Jeremy, that's never going to happen. Monthly Q&A sessions doesn't happen. Members badge on streams, again, another promise he hasn't made. I think that's the bulk of the Don Flurgany video, but very, very good video. Much good work that we're seeing here from Mr. Flurgany. All right, now, a little bit of extra details here we have over on the Kiwi farms from Rot Pockets. Mr. Ron Flurgany speculated that Jer Bear was reviewing his own coffee. We know his struggle with the English language, and I was compelled to chase the shit-stained rabbit. After a bit of research, I am convinced that he is, at least, not writing reviews, but I did have a great time. Now, this is the fun part. Did you catch that Jeremy exposed that he's actually using his wife's Amazon account to buy his own products and AstroTurf his fraudulent reviews? You can see here that Jeremy, because he always exposes everything on screen, deliver to his wife. I won't mention her name, but you know who she is. You know who she is. Now, this seems to be how he's getting around the Amazon requirement of not buying and reviewing your own products, because that is view and product manipulation. You know, these are not accurate, not factually accurate reviews, because of course he has a financial incentive to make you buy his coffee. I think he says it here too. We'll have a quick look. Oh, I didn't download this clip, unfortunately, so I'm actually not sure what this says. It's muted.
So let's get into the story. By the way, no coffee ad today.
All right. I'm going to press X to download this one.
In this video, leave a thumbs up for no coffee ad. But I'm going to ask, I know thousands of you have received your coffee already this week.
Wait a minute, Jeremy. No. You can't be. Does this man really?
But the story, and by the way, no coffee ad today.
All right, no coffee ad today.
In this video, leave a thumbs up for no coffee ad. But I'm going to ask, I know thousands of you have received your coffee already this
immediately goes into a coffee ad. You can't make this shit up. He's so ad-brained. He's so grift maxing that he thinks that the ads are the actual content.
Week. After you try it, all I'm going to ask is one thing. You don't have to buy anything. Or if you've ever, been a Coffee Brand Coffee customer, go back to cbcamazon.com, go to the product you bought. I'm telling you, I'm begging you, this would help me so much. Whatever you bought, come back, click on the product you bought. Let's say you bought the double caffeinated. You click on it, you scroll down here, keep scrolling until the customer reviews, and then you can write a customer review. Now
you can notice here, customer reviews, 8 global ratings. He's been running this brand for years. He has 8 reviews. Nobody gives a shit about this stuff.
Pictures is extra credit, but whatever you bought.
Yeah, you got to do your homework, guys. You got to get your stream attendance and do your homework. Buy his coffee and then leave your review. You've got a 300-word coffee essay due by Monday morning. Otherwise, Jeremy's not going to have a good weekend.
Please come back today after you've tried it, or if you've already purchased it and you're a verified buyer. Come back, click on the product you bought, scroll down, write a review. We're a small business, and we need...
I thought he was a big business. I thought you were selling 800 bags a day. What's going on here, Jeremy?
Your help. We need more reviews. So I hope you liked it. And if you did, come back, go to the product, leave a review. Do it right now while you're watching the video. Open a new tab if you can.
He has to say that because if you leave a YouTube video, or I guess he's just doing this Rumble. If you leave the tab, then it shows a bad thing on his on his analytics. It's like someone was watching his video and then they left. So he's going to try and get you the second tab grift. By the way, I just noticed here that he's sending messages on Twitter again and also getting notification, obviously. So he's just full on engaging in the Twitter addiction, which means, of course, that we're only a few days away from a potential Miller time, because now that he's just got it on his phone, now that he's got it on his, this is how it starts. He's like, okay, well, I'll delete it from my phone and I'll deactivate the account. Okay, well, I need to use it for work. So I'll activate it on my main computer. Eventually, he's going to be watching those movies with his wife that he hates. And he's going to be like, well, I could be working right now. I could be scrolling articles on Twitter. So he's going to have it on his phone. As soon as he has it on his phone, he's just one drink away. Now, guys, you need to leave the reviews. You need to hit the like on the stream. Do I have to play the video?
Hit like if you like the show. If you don't like the show, don't hit like, or hit thumbs down. Be like, this guy sucks. I don't mind. But if you do like the show, hit that like button. It really does. I got to remind YouTube that I'm here. They are not distributing things out.
Alrighty. Now, I don't know what's going on with this, my personal 911, but I guess Let's Go Brand has become a member again. I'm not sure how this works. I think it's just a graphical interface bug or something. But if you have subscribed as a member 5 times, I appreciate it. That is actually, I mean, maybe everyone should subscribe as a member 5 times in a row. Platty Stein gifted a rage quit, and also Fallen Hero gifted a sub over on Kick. All what do we have next for you? We got a couple on the faithful sheriff stuff is like the end of the stream if we have time to do that. Let me see what's going on here. Now, Brad Cool is an interesting character. He was apparently a Jeremy superfan, but I'm not convinced he's not a troll or anything. But he was banned in the Quarterings chat, and now he's become one of the funniest A-logs, just because I think his name is so funny, Brad Cool. But he says, I don't understand what Jeremy means by Rumble is being good to him. A channel about mowing the lawn has replaced the Quartering in their featured channels. You can see that these are the top top men they have over Rumble. You've got Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Rebel News, Law and Crime, Ace Videos Fishing, Asmongold, and it's literally just a guy that like does like lawn repair and lawn mowing, which is actually pretty entertaining, to be honest. It's a bit of fun because it's like they go around and find like people with like destroyed yards, and then they just fix it for them. And what was this one? All right, now we get into the Carmelo saga, I guess. Now you'll notice here that in what I think is, what is this, like 20, 25 videos, there's a certain reoccurring theme. Jury tampering, massive backfire, full-blown panic, it gets worse, oh, that's a Lego one, actually. Totally broke, brutal body cam. He is obsessed. He's obsessed with the black people right now. And I have a few clips from Hotep's Twitter which might clarify this situation. Let's have a look.
We have those moron garbage humans.
Who is he referring to as the garbage moron humans out? I'm just asking questions here, Jeremy. There's some really funny clips here, actually. Like things I might have to add to my soundboard. I think this one's a good one. Sheet. What's this one?
I could think of 100 black guys that did it.
Is he talking about visiting his wife over the weekend? Anyway, let's go back to this first one.
The Anthony's also on their sympathy tour, of course, stopping over at the black radio station, whatever that one is, in New York, with that
EBT?
Fucking idiot. Charlemagne. I'm not calling him Charlemagne the God either. It's just Charlemagne. Fucking idiot.
You know it's his personal chocolate god, too.
Hate him. Dumbass. Black supremacist. Fool.
The way he says that. Black supremacist. Jeremy.
Ass.
I got to be careful. The chat might start to like Jeremy.
Black supremacist. Fool.
He wants to drop a hard ass so much.
Of course.
You can tell he just really wants to say that. And he could. He's on Rumble. He could get away with it.
They know the only support they have are ignorant black people. Not black people. Ignorant black people.
Yeah, some I assume are good people, right, Jeremy?
Not black people. TM.
Ignorant
black people. Who listens to Charlemagne? Ignorant black people. So that was a perfect spot for them to go.
By the way, you know you can combine these clips. So I'll play this one, right?
I could think of 100 black guys that did it.
No, play this one at the same time. And they repeat on Twitter. It's kind of fun. I don't know. This is good, I think.
Black people. I could think of 100 black guys that did it. Not all black people.
Should I just leave this playing the whole stream? Anyway, all right. Let's. What's this next one? I think this is about Hotep. By the way, these are all from Hotep's Twitter. He's very funny. It's Bad Banner on Twitter, and he's covering a lot of the Jeremy stuff. So great resource if you're interested in that.
Hotep was based.
Wait, there we go. We're going to combine these two.
Hotep was based.
Wait, with three.
Hotep was based. 100 black guys that did it. Hotep was based.
All right, sorry. I'll stop. All right, we got one more here. What is he saying here? All right, so this is actually another Don Flurgandy like coming back up. Sorry, you'll have to indulge me. I get a little bit silly sometimes. It's the evening for me, so everyone gets a bit sillier in the morning. So there was a first Don Flurgandy clip that says no coffee ad today, then goes straight into the coffee ad. Of course, we did see that. course, we did see that. The Quartering stealthily did another ad for his coffee after telling his viewers he wouldn't do one. So even after the 1 minute ad where he's trying to get you to do your coffee homework, he goes into a second ad. A second ad has hit the live stream. All right, that's up. That's all. I'm going to leave these Hotep clips up in case I need that soundbite again. Now, what's really fun is there is a site called the Germinal Decline, and this is made by the same people as the Geralizer. And basically, it's got a bunch of different things. I think I may have mentioned this briefly, but it keeps getting funnier and funnier. You've got Norwood7, who I don't think made the Germinal Decline, but there is now a new update. Carmelo Anthony tracker has now been added to Germinal Decline. Thanks to Return of the Mac and Cheese for the inspiration. I'm setting this up. Oh, I guess maybe it is Norwood7. Are these guys working together? Oh, wait. Okay. No, it's okay. That's the mistake. Okay, so Norwood7 made the Germinal Decline and somebody else made the Geralizer. Is that right? Okay. There we go. I think that's correct. Landon Donovan. Okay. I want to make sure everyone's quoted correctly. So you can see here, I'm setting it up so that if Jeremy ever gets locked into a particular topic, it will automatically track that data. This is so funny. This is like the AI weaponized autism, because people are so busy these days and AI is coming for the job. It's even coming for the job of anonymous A-logs on the internet. Unfortunately, it's slightly inaccurate, so it relies on the video description. And surprisingly, Jeremy is a lazy bum who puts as little effort as possible into descriptions. And you've noticed here that Jeremy is currently claiming that he hates this, but you see how it's like massive new update. His case just collapsed. They're all fired. They gasp. Like he's putting these like super clickbaity titles in. This is the only way he can get views. And he's doing this because he's been copying Tim Pool, who is both his, I guess, man crush and arch enemy. So anyway, we can go over to the Geralizer, the Germinal Decline. And you can see here, there's a few new features we have to check out. So you've got my channel's under attack, very funny. There's actually my favorite feature is you've got excuses now. So this is, you can press this and find a new excuse every week for Jeremy. So like, let's see, this channel is dying because there is a holiday next week. Let's get a new excuse. The channel is dying because, how's everyone's weekends going? The channel is dying because it's winter. The channel's dying because he's fat. The channel's dying because he pooped his pants. The channel's dying because the culture war is over and also it's not an election year, even though I guess it is an election year this year. The channel is dying because it's fall. I bet if we keep clicking this, I bet you that every season is in here. The channel is dying because he has panic diarrhea. It's hot outside. Yeah, that's the summer cope. Now you can see here, let's have a look at some of these details. It's actually it's fascinating. And for me, like this sort of weaponized autism is fantastic. Even if it is vibe coded, I don't know if that is the truth, but you can see here his long form views. He's at 38 million views, and it is down 41% from last year. Oh no, that's not good. That's not the kind of decline you can recover from. The long form videos, he's posted 11% less videos than last year. His average long form views are down 33%. And you have to remember that from the last year as well, they were also down an additional 40%. So it's fucking over. Oh, look at this. Typical like rate is up. That's interesting. Now, maybe this is suggesting that he's buying likes. We don't know. Let's see. His medium long form is about the same, about 12 minutes. Hours of long form uploaded, 100 hours. So if you want to A-log Jeremy correctly, well, actually, it's actually, no, it has gone down. They're getting shorter. Let's see. We have the long form versus short form. Oh, no. 62% of the videos are now all shorts. The story tracker, Carmelo Anthony. 82% of all long form uploads in the last 3 days have been about the Carmelo Anthony story. Oh, that's fascinating. Look at that. How many videos is that? 20. He's made 26 videos. I mean, to be fair, if we go to the Quarterings channel, these are some of the only videos that are actually getting above 30,000 views. So it seems like there's two thoughts about this. It could be that Jeremy's actually recovering, which I don't think so. I'm going to doubt that. It could, well, I guess there's three theories. It could be that he's just capitalizing because this was like a really big story and everyone was expecting like a category 4 chimp out or something, but it never really happened. Now that this is over and he's been going straight to prison, I think for like decades at this point, it's basically there's no way to grift from this anymore. Please, sir, I didn't do nothing. You can't be serious. This is absurd. Now, the third theory is that he's just buying more views, which again is another a very reasonable theory, I would say. Now, you can see here, there's some new data as well. We have the estimated YouTube ad revenue. It's suggesting that if we go to the pessimistic and the optimistic, you can see that if at a good rate, Jeremy could be earning as much as $78,000. However, it's much more likely that he's earning much less than that. Now, at the low end of this pessimistic meter, you have he's perhaps earning 34 to 50,000. I think this is wildly inaccurate because when Jeremy leaked his dashboard, it showed he was making $40,000 a month at his absolute pinnacle. So it seems very unlikely that this is accurate. And as well as we have some information that suggests that Jeremy's making as much as $3,000 from YouTube alone, which is pretty fucking bad. It's pretty bad. And we know this because a lot of his videos get demonetized. And he gets a lot of the yellow text. And also these like controversial political subjects usually just get less ads as just because it's controversial, essentially. Coke doesn't want to be put next to a Jeremy video, essentially. Now let's have a look here, what we can see. Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. Wait, what is the time frame for this? Is this over 5? Oh, this is 5. No, wait a minute. Sorry, I made a mistake. Because 5 months is a very strange. That's a very oh no. Oh no. I should have read this more accurately. Oh no. Oh no. This is over 5 months. Usually, see, I'm like too YouTube brained. In YouTube dashboard, they give you 28 days and then 3 months and then 6 months and a year. This is over 5 months. So at the pessimistic estimate is he's making $10,000 a month. That's a lot more accurate. And that means that over the same time period of 5 months, he's maybe making $1,000 out of shorts. Those 65 shorts that he has to do every single fucking week, they're barely making $300 a month, a week. That's garbage. Oh no, that's very funny. There's also like a lot of like cool little details. Like this is actually very, very fun. Oh, what is funeral mode? Party mode, funeral mode? Do I dare click this button? I don't know what they do. You can see here the different comparisons. So this is the blue line here being the current year and the red line, I guess, being last year. You can also compare them. You can compare them to the views / video lengths. The likes are going right up here. This is what's confusing. This is why people think that maybe he's buying the likes. Engagement variance, all videos. Oh, this is fascinating. So much data. I love my data. I don't know. Do you guys like this sort of stuff? I really enjoy this. Help me pay for my 1.4. So this buy me a coffee link goes to the creator of the Jeremy Decline, but it's got all excuses from the quartering. So help me pay for my $10,000 crucifix necklace. Help me pay for my $300,000 home equity loan. Very funny, very funny. All right, what does party mode do? I have to find out. Let's go. All right, that is a copyright song though on YouTube, so I can't play. That's fine. What is funeral mode? I'm gonna briefly hide the screen. All right, I'm gonna mute the music. Oh, that's very funny. 82%. Actually, I'll play it. It's fine. It's probably fine. I've got this picture of Peter as Jeremy as well. That's funny. That's so funny. It's like Xanax and the Fireball dancing together. This side is fantastic. It's down 82%. What a disaster. All right. All right. That's fun. That's fun. So many features. So many features. All right. We'll get to this clip. All right. So here we have a clip from the quarterly response to Alex Stein on Timcast. Medicare was right. And plus Jeremy's real OGs. This is from Alyssa Clips. Actually, I didn't check her channel before this. Maybe there's some new clips on. Let me just quickly bring this open. Let's see if there's anything spicy we can include to the stream. Although I'm not going to do it like Jeremy when he looks for 20 minutes to find a fucking thing for his own stream. All right. So let's take a look at what Alex Stein had to say.
I think Jeremy from the quartering is evil for striking the Kino Casino, guys.
He's evil.
What does that have to do with
I'm nothing. I just wanted to mention that tonight. You know, I know that.
What did you do? What was
you
it?
didn't see what Jeremy did? I want to bring it up because Jeremy,
Now, Tim Pool here is being such a petty little bitch because he absolutely knows about this story. First of all, this story was trending across all of the, like, if you are an online creator in the culture war or even adjacent to politics, everyone saw this story. It was trending on every imaginable tab for weeks on end. And Tim Pool personally talked about, he mentioned this story. He knows about this story. It is such cowardly behavior to pretend that he does not know. I think, like, I'm not sure if he's just doing it because he's embarrassed. He don't want to talk about the drama, or he pretends that he's like super important or something. Or maybe it's because he just doesn't want to give Jeremy the time of day, which is kind of funny. Like that's the only way that I could say this is a Tim Pool W, is if he just doesn't want to talk about Jeremy at all because he knows that Jeremy's languishing without his attention.
No, I want to actually bring this point up. I want to make.
I don't watch any of this stuff. It's like low tier YouTube.
No, this is just stop it, Tim. Just stop. We know you know who these people are. We know you saw this content. We know.
I want to bring it up because Jeremy, I want to actually bring this point up. I want to make.
I don't watch any of this stuff. It's like low tier YouTube drama.
Always been sneaky.
Now, is it low tier internet drama? Well, I mean, you would think he'd be more interested in this because this is like a free speech issue. I don't really watch Tim Pool, but isn't he one of these guys that says like he's being suppressed and he's like a free speech absolutist and they're always talking about integrity and honor and things like that? Like, am I wrong there? He doesn't even have the integrity to show his fucking head. He's wearing a hat indoors, which is the biggest crime because he's bald. But just stop it, Tim Pool. Okay, just stop it. Tim Pool does not change the dial on politics or culture or impact it even in the slightest. All he does is repeat the opinions that people already have and that they want to hear somebody else say. And there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. If you want to serve an audience the content that they want, that's fine. Don't pretend you're better than this internet drama bullshit when you basically have a political drama podcast where people sit around smoking weed and skateboarding, but you're too important to talk about people being deplatformed on the platform that you need to survive. Absolute bullshit.
Dissing you for a long time, Tim. And, I was friends with Jeremy and you're friendly with Jeremy, but just he, gets Hannah Claire, does this, he's always
whatever.
I know, and you're happy that Hannah Claire's got a gig. I'm just saying, I know, we have Carter. I'm just saying, but Hannah Claire knows. I'm not even trying to make it about me.
Do you have any idea how many people are lying about me and screwing with me or just threatening to murder me every day?
People, but
I ain't sitting here being like,
do people actually send Tim Pool death threats, or is it just like internet stuff where it's just like off yourself? Because that's not real. That's not fucking real. I mean, I know he has been swatted. I'll give him that. He's been swatted, which I would say is actually attempted death threat. But are those Torswat guys, aren't they all in prison now?
like, oh no, Jeremy said a naughty word about me.
I don't think he has anything bad about you. I'm just saying he went and he tried to censor the Kino Casino guys.
What is that? What is that?
It backfired. So there's this guy, a PPP.
Do you think that Tim Pool knows? Like, obviously he knows about this because didn't he talk about this a week prior to this? It might be really funny to put together a clip of him actually mentioning the drama with the quartering, and then he pretends not to know. I'm pretty sure he's met Andy Worski in person as well.
He's very funny, and Worski. Yes, you've never seen the Kino Casino?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
They've been, going after Jeremy, saying that they have evidence, which I don't agree with Jeremy, that your wife and they have a bull, and that he pays some black guy to bang his wife. I didn't say that. I don't agree with that, Jeremy. Just want that on the record.
Is that like they made something up about him?
Well, they do think that they have evidence. My point is, they've been going after him very hard, unfairly. People attack you, people attack me, people attack Phil. I mean, that's the internet culture that we live in.
Nobody attacks me.
My point is, he went and actually got their channel taken down on YouTube.
He actually got taken down.
It actually got taken down. Their channel got taken down, and Carter can give us a better. I think
I can't. I don't follow this stuff.
What do you mean?
Now, somebody told me, I heard that this is Hannah Claire's husband. Is this true? Is this actually Hannah Claire's husband? Apparently, he has a YouTube channel, but it only got like 20 likes or something in his last video, or 20 views in his last video. There's a lot of people saying, "What the fuck?" Yes. You know what he looks like? He looks like he looks like a background character from Back to the Future. You know, when they go like back to the high school or some shit, and everyone's wearing their what was it, like the 60s or something? That's what he looks like. He looks like a kind of like an 80s. I mean, it's an 80s movie, obviously, Back to the Future. That's what he looks like. He looks like a background character from like a high school in the past. He doesn't look like Biff. No, but like one of the side characters.
Carter, you're such a liar. What are you talking about? Hannah Claire left his show because of all this shit.
And yeah, like Hannah Claire is literally attached to this. Surely she would have informed him about this situation.
No, what?
No comment?
Well, I have no idea, bro. We don't follow any of this stuff.
Okay, so his
how could her husband not know about this very important detail that directly affects his wife? Sorry, the bit of a Freudian slip there. Because a lot of the people that were criticizing Jeremy were making like joke comments on Hannah Claire's videos. You think she wouldn't tell this to her husband? I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe they've got a separate bedroom situation. I don't know what's going on here. But like, there's no way in the world they don't know about this. And it's such pussy behavior. I'm sorry. It's just embarrassing. Like, it's so easy to say, don't flag down channels. We believe in free speech, okay? That's all they need to do.
Host Melanie Mack was like defending.
Okay.
Oh my God, we're all involved in this. You're involved.
I'm not involved in this.
I'm involved.
What?
We're all involved in this.
Okay.
Well, I thought this would. Listen, I'm clip farming right now, but to be honest, I am. Clip
That's why
farming.
you brought it up.
Yeah, because
we're all just like, what are you talking about?
I just wanted to clip farm because Carter's here.
I saw a clip on.
So what? I'm kind of curious. Can somebody tell me this guy's channel's name? I want to see. I'm actually curious to see it. What is his name? Carter? I guess it's not Brimelo because Brimelo's Hannah's father's name, right?
I saw a clip on X. I saw a clip on X where someone said something about him, and I just scrolled past it. And I didn't really think much of it. They were like, he got someone flagged, and I didn't know anything about any of the claims, nor do I really care. I got to be honest.
Hey man, did you see Alex Stein was talking
All right, so here now Jeremy's going to respond to this and talk a bit about these things.
ish about you last night on Timcast? He's in that before. That's unfortunate. I mean, good for him. I wish nothing but the best for him. You know.
You can see by the way he shakes his head, it's fucking over. All of his internet friends are abandoning him. It's very sad.
No, I have been nothing but kind to Alex. I've helped out. I've reached out privately to him when he needed help, when he lost a show on the.
Is he like adding? Is he adding Alex Stein to his book of grudges like right now? Because every time Jeremy looks down, he's looking at his phone. What is he typing right now?
Blaze.
Is he banning people in chat?
I guess it's just another perfect example of quote unquote internet friends are not worth keeping. That's unfortunate. I wish Alex the best. And
he doesn't wish him the best.
No, it's unfortunate that whatever, he's got some issue with me. I don't know. I can't keep up.
And like, why would you stand by someone that is going against like the very basic morals that you need to survive? Like Alex Stein is a provocateur. He depends on not being like silenced and deplatformed. He needs this. I mean, maybe he doesn't need YouTube to survive, but like that's his workplace. And this sort of thing, it just stifles the conversation to the point where no one can talk about anything, and everyone's going to have these watered down milk toast takes, and there's no comedy allowed. So of course, Alex Stein is going to take this very seriously. What do you think? You just stand by your friends while they're committing crimes? No,
that's fine. He claimed he was just trying to get a soundbite.
Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not right to say committing crimes because I don't believe that all laws are moral, but something that would go against your own morals. Obviously, you don't stand by people that are doing things that you think are morally wrong. And Alex Stein said that Jeremy was evil for doing this because it's an evil thing to try and take away someone's voice and their income and destroy their lives.
I don't care. Hey, good. Alex is funny. I wish him the best. You're not going to get any clips out of me. I wish him the best.
Proceed. Like, you're not going to get any clips out of me, Sonny Jim. There's 3 minutes left. We're halfway through this clip. So I guess it was a success.
And Medicare was always right about internet friends. They're in almost every case completely worthless.
All right. I'm going to disagree with this statement. I don't think Medicare believes this as well, by the way. Now, in the context of like the sector where people were like blood sports and fighting to get like super berries and everything, sure, that's fine. But no, you can get internet friends. In fact, I think Jim even married one of his internet friends. Isn't that how he met his wife, on the internet? So fundamentally, he doesn't even agree with this point. It's just in the sector, of course. And I've made some fantastic internet friends. Now, you should be suspicious of like clout chasers and leg humpers like Jeremy himself, of course. But I think especially in today's age, it's very reasonable to make friends on the internet. I've made some great friends. Just make sure you make friends with people that have similar morals with you, and you won't have to worry about this. Just don't make friends with snakes, essentially. It's sometimes you make mistakes, but just avoid those snakes. By the way, I think is it correct to say that Jim is streaming tomorrow, or like, from like in like 9 hours or something? Because maybe we'll do some gaming streams on Kick tomorrow. Maybe we'll play some more Dino games and listen to the replay of the stream, because I usually sleep through Jim's streams because they're too early for me. But there's always a replay that we can catch. So I guess we'll do that tonight. Okay, we'll spam Bs if you want to see the Dino Jim replay stream, because every time Jim's streams finish, he deletes the fucking stream, so I have to go to find the VOD of it somewhere else. So I'll do the rewatch party on Kicked and with Dinos tomorrow. How about that, chat?
The only actual person that I've become friends with online that was like, and I'm talking about between content creators, not regular people. Like regular people online are cool to be friends with. I'm talking like content creators. They're all just snakes. The only one that ever was a true OG was Melanie.
It's kind of funny that she's the one. Like, first of all, Melanie Mac is so snake coded. She just looks like a snake. You know, like Voldemort in Harry Potter. It's the only fucking book I've ever read, by the way. He just looks like a snake because that's his theme. Is like he's resurrected. He's like the Snake Lord or whatever. It doesn't matter. Melanie has a snake face appearance. It's kind of crazy how much of a snake she actually is, and she actually looks like a snake. But second of all, the only reason she is actually friends with Jeremy is probably the hundreds of thousands of dollars that Jeremy's paying her. Like, Melanie said that she was rich. She didn't need Jeremy's money. So don't take a paycheck. Don't take a paycheck and show up to Jeremy's show in the morning. But she doesn't even want to get up early in the morning for you, bro. It's over.
Is Melanie Mac. She's been the only true in 10 years of doing.
What about Hannah Claire?
This actually Count Dankula too, I'll say.
By the way, Jeremy deleted his Twitter after Count Dankula started to talk about what a piece of shit he was because he was deleting the Salt Mine podcast, the TISM podcast, the Incredible Salt Mine. In fact, some people have suggested that's why he deleted his Twitter in the first place, is he couldn't face what Dankula was going to say about him because he's always looking for like those internet friends / internet fathers, which is like Jim and Bearing and Dankula. You know, people that are like, they're base people that can say it, because Jeremy's not allowed to say edgy things because he's afraid of demonetization. So he really respects people that say edgy things like Bearing, Medica, and Dankula. I wonder if he's gone into his DMs and actually had a look what Dankula had to say about him when he gaslit his own friend and told him that it was in fact you who deleted the channel, Bearing.
Count Dankula is a true OG too. Sadly, the same can be said about real life friends sometimes. That's true. Actually, Crowder's a real OG too.
I think he's met Crowder once. The reason he's saying this is because his stream time is before Crowder's stream, and he's trying to get Crowder to give him a shout out, which I don't think has happened yet. So he's maybe not such a good a friend as you imagine he would be. Also, it's very funny, but Jeremy was having his fans go into the Crowder's stream to tell him that his show was now live before Crowder's stream, which is one thing that streamers hate, is when you start sending your fans into someone else's chat to try and grift off of their attention. You know, just go up there and start saying, hey, I'm live. I think that's even like a terms of service violation on Twitch. I don't mind if people do it in my chat because it's like I got a tiny chat anyway. It doesn't matter. Plus, also the actual return of doing that is very low, you know, and usually it backfires on people because they see you being a slimy clout chaser and they just tell you to fuck off.
Crowder is a real OG too, 100%.
Use code. Sean is an exception, okay, but you can use code COPE for criminal savings. You code criminal rats. You're all like you code criminals is how I'm going to describe it. You should all be locked away and thrown away the key.
100%. Hannah Claire, I'm not.
Chaser, don't judge me, bro. Did you send me like you said earlier in the stream? You sent me a message, but I blocked you. Was that on Twitter or something? I never saw your response message to that because I don't think I blocked anyone.
We weren't really friends, so she's great. She's great, 100% great. 100% great.
Wait, sorry, I want to go
back. Hannah Claire, I'm not. She was an employee. We weren't really friends.
She's not. Do you think this is him throwing her under the bus? Because I guess Melanie Mac is like always like talking him up online. Hannah Claire didn't say that Jeremy did nothing wrong. He was friend zoned, so maybe. She's just an employee. She just wanted my money. She was already married. She lied to me about having babies. She grifted that maternity leave. You got to know he's fucking mad about that maternity leave scam she pulled on him.
So she's great. She's great. 100% great. 100% great. Luke is great too. Luke is great. It's just like we didn't you know what I mean? Like Luke I was a little tighter with. Luke just texted me last night to check in on me. So Luke's great too. So they're not all bad.
Is Luke looking for a job?
Just most of them.
By the way, isn't it just like the majority of relationships you have in your life, most of them don't work out? That's why most people have a small group of friends of like three to five people or something is like usually the friends you can count on to like actually like show up if you need help or something.
Generally, you can figure out, just give us a list of people who don't suck. I don't want to do that. I'll tell you this.
He's already done it.
Real OG. Crowder, real OG. Melly Mac, real OG.
No, Faithful Sheriff's at the end. That's like the warm down period.
Honestly,
like
Luke's an OG too. I'm not saying there could, I might be missing some, but Anna Claire, one of the nicest people I've ever met. Period. Just an employee, harsh truth. Well, I'm just saying I've never hung out with her really.
What about that time when you went to go watch the football game when she cockblocked you when Melanie Mac was whispering, "Help me."
I'm just talking about like people I've hung out with. People, you know what I mean? Like Luke's been to my house. We've hung out. I've hung out with Melanie. I've hung out with Dankula. I'm talking about people who I've hung out with, not just people I only know digitally. Is Six dying? Dude's not looking good. I don't know. He told me he's very sick.
When wasn't Sticks supposed to be dead by now? Wasn't he saying he was dying like last year? He said like he wasn't long for this world, and now he's on the run. Has escaping from the law reinvigorated his Vita chamber or something? Like what's going on here? He screwed over Dankula. He absolutely did. Deleted 7 years, I believe, of their hard work on their podcast. Which is, it might sound like a silly thing. It's like, oh, he deleted the YouTube channel. But that's like, memories, laughs, jokes. And there was apparently a very small dedicated audience for the Inscrutable Salt Mine. So absolutely cowardly behavior. I think the real cherry on the top there is that he actually blamed it on Bering as well. He's like saying, no, in fact, it was you who incited the mob to report it when he's deleting it himself. And then it's so embarrassing how he lied about that.
I hope it was just a lie. He doesn't look great. He told me he was very, very sick. I'll spare the specifics.
He's got liver failure because he's an alcoholic. That's what it is. Or AIDS.
Sticks is all messed up and he owes you money. Technically, he doesn't owe me money. Because he worked for free long enough to essentially pay that $8,000 bond. That's really his money that he didn't get. Not mine. So because I guess he didn't go to court or whatever, he didn't get his money back. That's his.
Literally on your YouTube channel, you have a UFO video that's real. I don't think the UFO videos are real, but I mean, are they unidentified flying objects? Sure. I don't think they're aliens.
Money, not mine. Decoy's based too, but again, he's more like I've never met him in real life kind of guy, but he seems pretty cool too.
All right. What's this? 8 proxy barracks. Jesus Christ. Is it really gotten to that bad? All right. This brings us into, should we go to the farm threads? We'll go through these farm threads. Then the Luther Morgan's got 2 quick videos. We'll check those out. Then we'll wind down the stream with the Faithful Sheriff stuff, which is pretty crazy actually. He's like a real degenerate. All right. So this is Jeremy has brought back his bit shoot allegedly. Interesting. Now this was deleted or deactivated so he could hide stuff previously, and this did have a copy of his Gen Con creeping sessions, but there was never one we could access. So this actually gives me some hope that we may be able to get a copy of that. It's nothing too much there, but there's one thing that's funny is that you have this thing on his BitChute there saying the weak should fear the spicy. Also, it's in poo color, but very funny how this is related to Jeremy himself. What do we got here? We got a couple of fun little comments. These are just for a bit of a giggle, really. Why the fuck are even the comments on Jeremy's videos getting negative reacts? Is there like a bot attack happening? Yep. 2 fat slob trannies had their channel removed on YouTube because their entire content was literally nothing but videos making up shit about Jeremy. Well, no, what were the lies? What were the lies specifically? It was all true or allegedly, right? So now they've started a Rumble channel doing the same thing. Well, that's not true, actually. I don't think they've... Or maybe they started the Rumble backup channel, but they're not streaming to Rumble, as I understand it. I'm pretty sure they don't even bother multi-streaming. Because, like, if you stream on Kick exclusively, you get, like, a bonus, which I assume they want to take advantage of. They're also sending their 3 viewers here. This is the actual... Like, this is what Jeremy fans actually believe. They're sending their 3 viewers here. You can see here that there's 99 down votes on this, and this one's got 1 up vote, 80 down votes. It's the 3 viewers. Like, what is it? Like, there's no way in the world that they can believe this. Like, just look at the chat on Jeremy's streams versus the casinos. Very clearly, they have 30 times the interactivity. And the only reason Jeremy's chats have any interactivity at all is because there are other casino fans making jokes and stuff and trying to do speed runs and getting banned. But they actually believe this. Let's see. I've been dropping into the comment sections of random channels for a while now, hoping to find anybody who knows where I can buy some delicious coffee. Any recommendations? I like blueberry if that helps. That seems like a troll post. Thumbs down if you love, like this is what they're doing here now, is they're using children tactics like the reversal. Thumbs down if you love Jeremy's beard. 172 downvotes. By the way, Jeremy's beard is one of the most disgusting beards. I'm not I think beard bros go a little bit too hard with like making their beard their personality. But if you have like a well-trimmed beard, I can respect that, you know. Not if you have a mustache like that Amon guy from the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs or whatever. But Jeremy has like a bird's fucking nest of a beard. It's greasy. It's disgusting. It doesn't look good. Wow. I don't know what he means by this comment. You think they get more likes. You'd have to look on the screen to see that. The Muslims are trying to downvote us hard. Thumbs down if you love Republicans. Who gives a shit? I wipe my ass with these retards. Alrighty, that was a bit of fun. Just a quick giggle. All right, what do we have here? Oh, this is the effort poster. Return of the Mac and Cheese, the original A-log. He says the coffee thing is a massive cope. And before his... Oh, wait, actually. Let's... you know what? I'll go over the entire thing here real quick. Then we'll go into the scam exposed things that Luther Morgan has come up with. All right. Yeah, the coffee thing is a massive cope, but it's just another marker that he has declared the drama over and is pivoting back to his business as usual. This is exactly how he ran his grift before. He got all the heat on him. He had to shut down a lot of the past year. He's planning to ramp back up and power through it. He sees all the Carmelo viewers as new potential marks, but I doubt most of them will stick around before the trial. Before his 75% off moldy coffee sale and the new rage hogs showed up to feast on his slop and buy the coffee, he was selling under 1,000 bags a month total. Now, again, if you remember what Jeremy said about making at most, well, maybe around $1 a bag, this means that Coffee Brand Coffee was getting, at the very best interpretation of this, $1,000 a month, but much more likely less than $500, and I would assume $200 a month. This is your coffee businessman, sir. He makes $200. Across all products, from perspective of how ridiculous his coffee coat post is, he isn't dominating Amazon. His bag coffee is currently ranked 333rd in all coffee categories. Even this 333 rank is only after he's sold about 3 times his normal amount in the past week, mostly off the back of his $5 moldy coffee sales, which has temporarily boosted his rank significantly. I don't even think he was in the top 1,000 until then. I can tell this didn't significantly boost his other non-clearance sale items because his most popular coffee still isn't averaging 100 bags sold a month. This is the Blueberry Cobbler, which is essentially doing, it was doing until a month ago. You can see here, not 50 bought in the past month. And over the years that it's been up, it has only 128 reviews. And, you know, let's be honest, half of these are going to be Jeremy. He claims that he is a direct competitor to Bones Coffee. They actually own a coffee roaster and warehouse. Jeremy isn't a speck of shit on their shoes. In fact, they sell more mushroom coffee than he sells all coffee combined. Most of the Quarterings flavors don't even sell 50 bags a month, which is a stat Amazon displays on their site. You can see here, Bones Coffee Company, Brain Mushroom Coffees. You've got more of the Cordyceps coffee. 1,000 sold in the past month. They also have a second mushroom coffee flavor that has 500. So even their secondary mushroom, like not even their main mushroom, the second tier mushroom, it sells 10 times Jeremy's best flavor. Walmart is not going to be offering this slop on store shelves. Okay, sure, but he's only been saying this for like 4 years now. The fact of this Carmelo video guy linked above, he says, hope to sell enough to get onto shelves by Walmart by fall. Okay, Jeremy, I hope the Swedish women's volleyball team invites me to judge a blowjob competition. That's very funny, actually. You know, actually, I knew a friend who went to a sauna in New Zealand. And it was a co-ed sauna, obviously. And he told me that, like, a Swedish volleyball team literally did walk into the sauna on that day. Now, I have reason to believe him because he's always been an honest friend, but I never know if it was true or not. Apparently, it was his first time going to the sauna But I can't verify this story. If it's true, very cool, my random friend. But I need to see some facts on this one, I think. Jeremy has lied so many times and so blatantly about his coffee that if he was actually a larger company, he'd be staring down a class action lawsuit. Claimed for years he owns a factory, brews his own coffee, and that the coffee is roasted fresh on demand. Claims all American, claims ethically sourced, etc. For context, here is the Google AI blurb on notable class action lawsuits. So Jeremy's being a naughty, naughty boy. All right. That's enough for the Kiwi Farms for today. Let's go into these two videos by Luther Morgan. And of course, Luther, the writer, is on YouTube and Twitter. The author of the Lol Cows book. I saw one person in Discord has got their hands on a physical copy of it. So very cool. All right. So the first one we have here, and this is a couple days. It's only 3 days old, actually. But Jeremy is shilling Chicago steaks, Rumble exclusive grift. Where's the beef? And then we're going to check out the... Oh, there's another coffee one, actually. You gotta stop messing with Luther Morgan. Every time he's just like auditing every fucking Rumble scam coffee company.
Hey guys, Luther Morgan here, and we're going to be talking about a Rumble exclusive grift. That's right, it's the Chicago Steak Company. And this grift scam got put on my radar because our good friend Jeremy Hambly was shilling it. Now, of course, if Jeremy Hambly's shilling it and it's on Rumble, it's most likely a grift scam. So I
mean, anything on Rumble is going to be a grift scam. I'm going to be honest about this, because if they weren't a grift scam, they would probably be on a real platform. I know there are some people that really like Rumble for some reason. I'm not impressed by it, and I think it's shit.
Started looking into it, and because it's meat, you can track it, and you'll be surprised where it actually comes from. So let's walk through Jeremy Hambly's mumbling, bumbling, and fumbling ad read. Then we'll get into the website itself, and then we'll get into where the steak actually comes from. So let's go ahead and watch his ad read. Oh, sorry, I thought it was paused for a second. It's not. Jeremy, you're on the air.
This happens to be. This is so relatable. Every time I try and watch a Jeremy clip, I think I'm either muted or the internet's buffering or something, because there's just so much dead air in Jeremy's streams that you have to do a double take and check if you actually click the button. Also, Many Kantan said, "Let's go. We need dinos." 500 kickaroonies. Yeah, maybe in about 10, 12 hours will be a gaming stream, and we'll watch the Medica stuff as well. If it is indeed about Ralph, that'll be interesting. See,
that's what I'm curious about.
It's so fucking quiet.
This is the show. Oh, okay, here it goes.
You know, if your dad is hard to shop for, stop.
Now, by the way, if you're wondering about Rumble, if you have no idea, basically they have a built-in studio where you get these ad reads and they pay you per 1,000 viewers or something. So Jeremy's essentially getting $10 to shill this meat company, and you're gonna learn about what an actual fucking grift this is and how terrible this steak company is.
Overthinking it. Gift grill-worthy premium steaks. Chicago Steak Company makes the gift.
What do you mean grill-worthy steaks? You can cook this. I bloody well hope so.
Feel useful right away. You're not guessing his shirt size, buying another gadget, or hoping a novelty gift
He
lands.
sounds tired. He sounds like he just went up 3 flights of stairs.
Steaks for the grill and a Father's Day spread.
He's got the fatigue,
the family
Luther.
can actually sit down to. Use code Dad's Day and qualifying orders over $179 or more. Chicago Steak Company adds its best grill and dad apron option. It's a best grill and dad apron.
I think I have my I wonder if I go back into my quartering folder. Do I still have the stroke? Yeah, this one. Oops, come on now.
Well, things are not looking for a socialist loser Zoran Mamdani in New York, and leave a like if you're totally not surprised.
What is he trying to say? Jeremy, are you okay? Did I miss anything here? No, I got some old ones there. All right, let's continue.
16 free 6-ounce premium Angus steak burgers, signature steak seasoning.
He can barely get through this. He really had a hard time with signature steak seasoning.
Signature steak seasoning. Signature steak seasoning. Signature steak seasoning. It's not that hard. And I'm a
free
retard.
Standard shipping and a $25 account credit after the package ships. That's a crazy good deal.
It's a crazy good deal,
That's
guys.
currently framed as a $225 value. Keep it simple. Give dad the grill night. The steaks are the main gift, and the extras make the whole order.
So there's an editor's note. I'm sorry this is so boring. I wanted to edit the provided context.
Feel more complete. Go to mychicagosteak.com/rumble, code Dad's Day. That's mychicagosteak.com/rumble, code DADSDAY. Yeah, steaks are.
Why not just say Dad's Day?
A good gift. Everyone likes steaks.
So enthusiastic about it.
With a delicious steak.
Oh my God, this is the show, huh? Dead air.
You can just see like he actually does look like a homeless man. It's like you gave a homeless man a dirty hat and headset.
Our starter says minus a brother who could.
So anyway, that's the horrific ad read, very boring and low energy. But let's actually get into the website, guys.
All right. So the Chicago Steak Company, delivering the world's finest beef. Should I get steak this weekend? Wait, it's already the weekend. Fuck, it's Sunday tomorrow. The weekend's over. I'm living on Jeremy time, apparently. I want to go down to Kobe at some point. Kobe's like 45 minutes away from me. So I can go to get Kobe beef in Kobe anytime I want, really. But yeah, it's a bit of a faff, really. I'm not a big fan of Wagyu. And I fucking hate how Americans call it Wagyu. Wagyu. You want to eat some croissants with your Wagyu? It actually does drive me crazy. I want to find the food influencer responsible for that and finish them off. But Wagyu's not that good. I mean, it's fine in small doses. It's just like it's too fatty for me. I prefer a leaner cut.
So you go through the website here, and the steaks are up the ass expensive. I mean, this is some of the most overpriced stuff you can possibly imagine, and that right off the bat kind of
like this is insane, really, when you look at it. Let's go back a second.
Overpriced stuff you can possibly imagine.
Am I out of touch? 8 prime steak burgers, $120, marked down from $174 for burger quality steaks. Seems like fucking outrageous.
And that right off the bat kind of really alerted me that everything in here is...
That's criminal. You know what's not criminal? Using code COPE on the Dragon's Treasure for 10% off your tea and coffee. Haven for anime and tea lovers.
Super, super expensive. I mean, I guess that they're trying to compete with Omaha
Speak
steaks.
of the
That's
devil.
why they chose Chicago steak, because it's
How's it
supposed
going,
to
Mr.
evoke,
Sean?
you know, the Chicago stockyards, which, you know, at the early 1900s, it was the biggest stockyards in the world. But as you can
This looks like a New Zealand sex party going on here.
see, I mean, it's outrageous.
Not that I would know.
Expensive. It's $130 for 8-ounce brisket burgers. So
Jesus
64 ounces
Christ.
of meat is $130. I mean, I'll put in the graphic where you could see how much it is at your local grocery store. Like, there's absolutely no reason to pay these outrageous prices. So you say, well, what is this company? How can we learn more about it?
The Welshes are getting strays as well.
If you go to their customer service page, it says, you know, committed to world-class service, whatever, and then it has the address here, which is the Chicago Steak Company of 205 North Michigan Avenue.
I like their ethnic call center lady stock photo.
Suite 810 of Chicago, Illinois. So let's go ahead and Google that address and see what comes up. And when you look at that, it's a virtual office. That's right. It is a virtual office offered by United Virtual Office. And you know that because there's multiple businesses that use that same address. And if we actually go into the advertising itself, you know, you too can get an address here for $50 a month. So if you also want to have your address at 205 North Michigan Avenue,
or for it's like the price of 2 bags of coffee at Coffee Brand Coffee. We got Bob Tube with it. Another new profile picture. He goes through them pretty quick, just like Kayla goes through bulls. Bob Tube goes through profile pictures. He says with a 2. Good to see Sean here in his new time zone. Did your time zone change, Sean? Isn't Ohio kind of in the same line as fucking Florida?
Suite 810, Chicago, Illinois. You could pay for that for about $50 a month, and you too can have an office there. So that right off the bat got the red flags going for me, because obviously this company isn't really in Chicago. Otherwise, it would just have a normal address that's Chicago. So I figured, okay, well, what else is sketchy about this website other than, you know, the outrageous prices? And staring us right in the face here. So the other thing that these kind of scammy, grifty companies...
Florida's in its own continent now. That kind of reminded me when Jeremy was talking. This is one clip that I missed. I saw it, but I didn't save it. But when Jeremy was coping about the Kona brand coffee, he said it was from the continent of Hawaii.
Companies do is they have, I mean, obviously fake reviews, but also kind of like fake quotes. So if you look at the quotes here, they have 3 quotes. It's from Town and Country, Incorporated Magazine, and then Forbes. But if you actually go to like these magazines, oh my God, if you actually try to go to these magazines and find these quotes, you won't be able to find them. So if you go to, for example, like Forbes, you type in Chicago Steak Company, there's really no results. Like the only result is this one, and they just talk about Chicago steak. You know, if you go to Incorporated Magazine and then you type in Chicago steak, nothing comes up. Now, the one that did show a result was Town and Country Magazine. And if you click on this article here, which is 20 of the best mail order beef and butcher shops across America, it does actually reference Chicago Steak Company. Now, it doesn't have this quote that's on the website. So you got a virtual mailbox, and then you got fake quotes. So, you know, my second red flag is raised right there. So let's go. If you go,
you've got red flags for your red meat. Makes sense to me.
To the Illinois Secretary of State website, and you do a business entity search, and then you just type in Chicago Steak right there. These are all the Chicago Steak that businesses called Chicago Steak that have been incorporated in Illinois. So if you look, it goes all the way back to 1980. So, and as you can see,
All right, is this a meme? When will you stop sweeping for your master, Joshua Connor Moon, Shawn? Like, yeah, I was accused of sweeping for him too today. Like, is this the new meme to just accuse everyone of being a sweeper for Janny Josh? Is that the case? I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm boomerang. I don't know. These are all the things you can pay for, just like being a super lawyer. Yeah, exactly.
Every single one of these.
I think it's very funny that every time there's a new ad on Jeremy's channel, it's getting audited by this guy. It's like, is everything on Rumble a scam? Apparently so.
These companies has been dissolved. So, you know, right off the bat, that's another like third red flag. Where it's like, where is this company actually out of? Like, where does the steak actually come from? Is my question. Now,
hopefully cows.
Of course, it is meat, so you can find that out. So if you go to the USDA Food Safety and Inspection Service page of the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and you go to the Meat, Poultry, Egg Product Inspection Directory, and you go down to the downloadable data files and references, it has right here the establishment numbers, and you can bring up the PDF. So if you look at this PDF now, guys, it's
so funny that, like, because of YouTube, we're forced to use language like PDF, that every time I now hear PDF, I'm like, oh, well, I've got to like tighten my belt or something just in case, right?
It's over.
Because I am a young man, obviously, and I don't want to be taken advantage of.
716 pages. And this includes basically every single, you know, meat packing, meat producer facility in the entire United States. So if we do a little Control F, and then we do Chicago Steak, it should come up. So it's going to take a second to run here, but look at that. We got one result. So if you go all the way down, if you're watching this at home, you can go to page 552, or at the top here, page 558, right here. Chicago Premier Meats, Chicago Steaks, doing business as. And it's out of Cook County. Now, it doesn't have a address. It has longitude and latitude coordinates. They say, okay.
It's kind of like, do Americans really just not leave an address?
Okay, so this is where the meat is coming from. This is where the fancy Chicago Steak Company is going to be. So if you type those longitude and latitude things into Google, this is the steak company. It's in Harvey, Illinois. So if you know anything about Illinois, you know Harvey, Illinois is kind of a pit. It's kind of a shithole. So this is right.
I mean, it does look pretty bad.
Here, guys. This is world headquarters for Chicago Steaks. Let's move forward. This is from May of 2025. And if you look at the sign on the building
Skyline
here,
Provisions.
it says Skyline Provisions Incorporated. So you say, what the hell is Skyline Provisions Incorporated? Well, if you Google Skyline Provisions Incorporated, here's the address that we just saw. So let's go ahead and get into their website here. And if you look at it here, this is where all the select cut meats come from. And they say,
so it's drop shipped meat, white labeling, like everything is fucking fake in this guy's life. He can't even sell his real coffee. He can't even sell real meat. And by the way, the meat story is about to get a bit worse. Of course, it always gets a little bit worse.
It's a meat wholesaler. We specialize in meeting the unique needs of hospitals, senior living, and care facilities. So this is your hand-cut selected meats. It's coming from a facility, a tin shack out of Harvey, Illinois, that caters to hospitals, senior living, and care facilities.
So it's meat so shit that they can blend it up, put it in a cup, and have old people suck it through straws, which is kind of the same way people consume the Quartering's content. So it kind of makes sense. It's actually kind of in the same vein of his actual business. So it makes kind of sense.
I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Now, if you continue to think, okay, well, let's look these people up in the FDA website. Do they have any, ongoing health concerns? And just to also prove to you that it's the same thing. I mean, look at Skyline Provisions. You scroll down here, doing business as Chicago Steaks, right there. So their last food recall is actually...
Look, don't even get me started on the American fucking Wagyu. Wa just fucking means Japanese. Gyu just means cow. Wagyu? No, it's Wagyu. American Wagyu. Okay. It's like getting an American French fry.
Actually, November 2023 to January 2024. So, it's currently 2026. So they've actually kept their safety record pretty clean the last couple of years. So I'd say the product is safe to eat. But yeah, it's not this premier, steak company that people think it is. So you say, well, who's running like this ship of clearly overpriced crap? Like, whose idea was this? And really, this guy, it's Matt Crowley. So
that's a bad guy's name. Crowley is such a sinister name.
Crowley is the CEO. According to this, he's the owner of Chicago Steak Company, and he's basically Jeremy Hambly's long lost brother. Because what he does is,
he's much thinner.
He takes wholesale steak products that are going to hospitals and old folks' homes, and he upscales them or upcharges them on his website. And then,
so he's actually literally stealing from old people, depriving the medical system of its desperately needed resources so that he can trick them into buying inferior meat to feed them through straws.
He sells it to boomers and people's for Father's Day on advertising it on Rumble. So the way that he talks about his company in this, he tries to invoke the Union Stockyards of Chicago. Let's increase the size here a little bit, and high.
Luther Morgan, you could have just control scrolled. You don't have to click that down. There's a neat little feature. You just control scroll. Look at that. Just control scroll. I mean, although not everyone has an illustrious mouse with a scroll wheel like myself. So, and then you press Control 0 to get back to the original phase. Just a little bit of a tip.
Quality American meats. It's hand cut, Midwest raised.
Actually, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know you could do that. Like, click on the taskbar and well, it's not the taskbar, but click on the title bar or whatever. And I didn't know the zoom function was there.
USDA Prime, the very best steaks your money can buy. So
it's true. Zoomers can't zoom.
Look at the facility again. This is where the very best steaks that money can buy come from. Is from Skyline Provisions, and they specialize in hospital.
But actually, like, this is some real talk, chat. The biggest fucking game changer in the world is the middle mouse button, like the scroll wheel, right? It's also a button. And if you press down the scroll wheel, it opens the tab. So I could just go to Luther Morgan's video, and then I could click on this one, and I could open this one, and I could open this one. The middle mouse button is an actual fucking game changer. Like, it's fat. Oh, what the fuck? Uber Eats. I'm not fat. Don't give me that ad.
And old folks' homes. So, it's just a total delusion, basically. And then he also has this thing about like Steak University. Kind of reminds me.
Wait, steak? No, I forgot to load up the Simpsons clip. I got to get it quickly. Real quick. What do you mean steak?
Like Hustler University with.
No, it's like Bovine University. Here it is. Here's your Simpsons clip for the day.
When I grow up, I'm going to Bovine University.
That's my only criticism of Luther Morgan's video is he should have included that clip. Oh my gosh, now it's like computers actually being like fucking crazy.
The Andrew Tate, it's just articles on how to cook steak.
Like, no, I didn't just find out about it. It's just like if boomers don't know about the control scroll, then maybe they don't know about the middle mouse click as well.
That's all it is. It's like you put salt and pepper on it, and then you fry it in a pan. Like, it's really not that hard. So
no, you've got to season your cutting board. This is the Adam Ragusier way or whatever. What is that guy's name? Adam Ragusio. You know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, this is the guy. This is Jeremy Hambly's long lost brother here. Overpriced steak. So it's right up his alley. It is right up his alley. Right here, our aged steaks are all hand cut by artisan butchers and then individually vacuum sealed to lock in the flavor. I mean, it's just laughable. It's just a laughable claim.
Yeah, then you chew the cutting board up.
So the other problem with Chicago Steak Company is that they sell seafood. So, they sell lobster tail, they sell, crab and crab cakes and fish.
Crab and crab accessories. Yeah, okay.
And they also sell oysters and mussels. Now,
I don't know if you want to order oysters and mussels alive through the fucking mail. That seems like somebody's having a bad dream. Like, I don't know if you could pay me to eat oysters that come in the mail. That seems like have you seen that Mr. Bean clip when he's eating all the oysters in the hotel and they were like the chefs are like laughing at him and he's having like a trip, like he actually like has like delusions. Is that the one where he dresses up as a chick, the drag queen? That's another thing we've got to include is the Mr. Bean references as well. That's what's coming to the show.
You are going to be selling shellfish, you actually also need additional FDA licenses. So if you go to the
if you can't see the fucking ocean, don't order the oysters.
FDA Interstate Certified Shellfish shippers list. And I know it says December of 2025, but you get certified, and then that certification will last until October of 2026. So everybody on this list is still current. And if you scroll down all the way to Illinois here, you can see these are all the companies that are FDA compliant in terms of
they're mountain oysters. Is that what they're called?
Shipping shellfish. And as you can see, if we increase the size here, none of them are Chicago State Company, and none of them are Skyline Provisions. So I was a little bit concerned about that. And if you also go here to the US FDA, Human Foods Program, Interstate Certified Shellfish Shippers List, it's, the
Certified Shippers List.
Same thing. All these from Illinois.
None of Certified Shellfish Shippers List
of them are from Harvey. So if you look at that just right there, there's nobody from Harvey shipping out lobster and mussels and stuff like that. So I actually sent an email to the FDA asking, hey, am I, what's going on with this? And I also sent communication to Chicago State Company, and they did not get back to me. They didn't respond to an immediate request for comment. So we
big Rust Belt shellfish is onto him.
We'll be following up on this story to see if they're actually certified to even ship shellfish. So it's really quite ironic that the Chicago State Company isn't even located within Chicago. So even from a value
to be fair, that may be a smart move. As I understand it, Chicago is quite a dangerous place. It's very fatigued, Max, as Jeremy would describe it.
Perspective, even if they were in Chicago, I mean, it's totally overpriced crap that is upsold, very much like Coffee Brand Coffee and the Quartering, where he just takes a white label product and then just slaps his logo on it and then tries to upsell it. Probably those steaks are probably upcharged 100%, 200%, 300%, and then they pay scumbags like Jeremy Hambly to hawk this overpriced crap.
The funny thing is that Jeremy's only at maximum, Jeremy's making $20 from this ad because his stream is capped at about 1,000 people, and we know the ad rates for these Rumble ads. So he's selling his soul to this meat company that's taking advantage of old people and selling them hospital meat for 300% markup, or maybe not 300%, but a crazy markup. And Jeremy's getting paid less than a bag of coffee from his own company. How sad. How very sad.
To unsuspecting family members and boomers on Rumble. So it's just very, very distasteful. I really, really don't like it. Please don't buy steaks from Chicago State Company. And if they respond to me...
Just don't buy anything that's on Rumble. That's my advice. You need the air filters. You need the 5G blockers. There is nothing good. I've never seen a quality product shelled on Rumble.
FDA responds to me, we will update this story later on. So thanks so much for sticking with us, guys.
All right. That's the first part. All right. Second part, there's an update, which I haven't seen. It's the Quartering Rumble Grift update. Let's take a look at this one.
Hey, guys. Luther Moore.
All right. So we got to get back into this.
Here coming at you with another video. And today we're going to be going over Jeremy Hambly's Rumble exclusive grifts. It's going to be a rapid fire trio episode.
Right, this is the kids guide. Can America hurry up and have its 250th birthday so I can stop hearing about this in the Quartering grifting segments? Get the kids guide to America's 250th birthday for free at Free Birthday US. Can we get some Happy Birthday USA in the chats? Got No Mayonnaise saying Aaron ate clam that Baldo gooed in. I believe you 100%. I think they both swapped goo fluids. That's the way it is. It's disgusting, sick, wild behavior out in Minnesota. All right. And we also got Balked and Scuffed gifted a full send. Actually, he gifted 3 full sends. Thank you very much.
Where we go over 3 grifts that Jeremy Hambly has been shilling, and we're going to expose it, and we're going to give you updates on that exposure. So the first grift we have right here is this free kids guide. This is the Kids Guide to America, 250th birthday for free at Free USA.
Doesn't Jeremy look sad? Is it his reading face or is it his sad face? Is he looking at this and thinking about, I could have had children?
Birthday.com.
Or is he thinking about free kids and he was thinking about how he can sell them? Free kids, I'll take all of them. And then he'll sell them to his uncle that we saw at the beginning of the stream.
So let's go ahead and listen to Jeremy Hambly do the ad read, and then I'll get into how this is a grift.
Know someone who could benefit off this? Check this out. All right, parents, real talk for a second. America's about to hit a huge...
Oh my God, I just forget every time how winded he sounds.
Milestone. We're coming up on America's 250th birthday, 250 years of freedom, grit, sacrifice, and the greatest experiment in self-government the world has ever seen. This is the perfect moment to help your kids understand why this country matters, not just the fireworks and hot dogs, but the story behind it.
No, I think that's all of America's culture, basically, fireworks and hot dogs. Which is good. I actually want a hot dog. It's hard to get them here.
There's a free
there's a Costco I have to go down to get them, actually.
I'd call the Kids Guide to America's 250th birthday. It's honestly a great way to introduce kids.
It's honestly a great way
on how America began, who the founding fathers were, what
Gasping
they
for air.
risked, and why the ideas they fought for still matter today. This guide sends kids back to the moment when brave men signed the Declaration of Independence, knowing full well they were risking their lives for freedom. It breaks it all down in a way kids can actually understand and enjoy without watering it down or turning it into boring schoolwork. If you care about raising kids who know this country, who know where this country came from and why it's worth preserving, this is something you'll want to grab. And the best part is it's completely free with this special
completely
offer.
free, guys.
You just need to pay $2 for shipping and processing.
So
now wait a minute. Not the shipping and handling grift.
It's completely free. You just
He's fat. He's tired. He's for tired.
have to pay $2 for shipping and handling. I think we'll look into that in just a moment.
Just head to freeusabirthday.com. That's freeusabirthday.com. And the kids guide to America's 250th birthday is yours for your kids today. America's story matters. Make sure the next generation knows it.
Yeah, he's gasping for air, just like he ran a marathon reading that ad read. So let's go to the website because I was interested if it's free.
This is the thing. Like nobody saw this ad and ever thought about Googling what it was actually about, which is fascinating to me. Because for some reason, Luther just keeps going in and finding out these funny details. Everyone's just like, yeah, it's like a grifting kids book. Who gives a shit? No, let's not. And then he actually looks it up and it's like, I don't know. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe this is going to be the surprise twist and this is going to be a fantastic product.
Just with $2 shipping. So this is the website here. This turn America's 250th birthday into a celebration your kids will never forget. And you have like this very garish looking cook. It reminds me of the cookbooks, but the history books here. And
why is there a tick on it though? Like kids guide. Who is ticking this? The kids or the parents?
Obviously, this is for like, boomers so that they can get their, grandkids something, something like that. So teach your kids about America's 250th birthday.
Wait, hold on a second. All right, so you get the Kids Guide to America, the Guide to American Greatness, and then you've got the Ultimate Online Guide here. Give me a second here. I'm just going to load this up real quick on the animation quality is less than stellar for this. It might not show up on the. This is like. So this is what you're getting access to. Unlimited access to the Kids Guide Online. This looks like a Sassy the Sasquatch style animation. What are you talking about? It's America's birthday.
Their, grandkids something, something like that. So teach your kids about America's 250th birthday. You have the thing here, and it says you just need to pay $1 shipping and handling each, which is a small price to share the truth with your kids.
Unlimited access to kids online guide. Wait a second. I gotta play the clip we played at the beginning. The Mary this one.
Christmas for dad. Yeah, every dad wants his robe. Yeah. Well,
that
where are the
looked like
rest?
a Kwanzaa robe.
Yeah, that's what it did look like.
That was
Yeah.
Kwanzaa's first year, right? Wasn't it founded
Yeah,
in 1980?
yeah. That started right around then. Yeah. Here, Hannah Claire, you can get a Santa suit to shoot your $300 too. By the way,
Oh, that was $1. But like, whoa.
Yeah.
Did anyone in your family dress up as Santa? Nobody in my family ever did that. But I know some
Yes,
family
and he was
did.
an uncle of mine, and he turned out to be a pedophile.
Very cool, Jeremy. Oh, not really, but such a wild fucking one line. Yes. What the? If you missed the beginning of the show, you would have seen that.
It's completely free, guys.
You just need to pay $2 for shipping and processing.
So it's completely free. You just have to pay $2 for shipping and handling. I think we'll look into that in just a moment.
Just head to freeusabirthday.com. That's
Did Luther order the book?
freeusabirthday.com, and the Kids Guide to America's 250th birthday is yours for your kids today. America's story matters. Make sure the next generation knows it.
God, he's gasping for air, just like he ran a marathon reading that ad read. So let's go to the website because I was interested if it's free, just with $2 shipping. So this is the website here. This is this Turn America's two.
I got fucking stun locked by that comment. Is it still there? Why would you tell anyone that? That's a great question. The punchline has taken too long. Yeah, it was a little bit.
250th birthday into a celebration your kids will never forget. And you have like this very garish looking it reminds me of the cookbooks, but the history books here. And obviously, this is for like, boomers, so that they can get their, grandkids something, something like that. So teach your kids about America's 250th birthday. You have the thing here, and it says you just need to pay $1 shipping and handling each, which is a small price.
It doesn't say shipping and handling though. It says S&P. Oh, shipping and postage. I mean, it's the same difference, I guess.
Share the truth with your kids. So let's go ahead and read the offer details. So this is the fine print that they don't tell you about. So right here, approximately 21 days after we send your first kids guides, we will begin to send you 2 new titles from the kids guide or other great educational content from eSpired every 3 weeks. These items will be automatically billed.
What the fuck? Automatically billed for the low price of $14.88 each. Now wait a no, it's $14.98. This is what the fuck. This reminds me when I was a kid. Like, did anyone have the body books when you were a kid? Like, there was like that that set of like the books where it like teaches you about the human body, and it came with like a plastic set of like a brain or something, and you every week you get a different body part, and you'd eventually put it together. And the first one's always like $3, and then every other set is like fucking $18. They also had like the T-Rex one with the dinosaur one, where you make a glow in the dark T-Rex, and everyone had the head because you got the T-Rex skull as the first piece, like the 3 pieces you stick together. It's like the glow in the dark skeleton. I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. Scholastic ripoff. I think that's what it is. They automatically bill you for $15 every 3 weeks when you sign up for this. What a fucking grift. Holy shit. I was like wondering, I was like, all right, where's the angle going to come from? Is it like AI slop or some shit that like costs like less than a cent to produce? This is actually crazy. So you just get like these old people to sign up. Like, oh yes, I'm going to sign up for little Jimmy's he's having his birthday soon, and America's having his birthday. And then they just hope that the old people forget. They hope that the old people die or have a coma or something, so they can't cancel the billing. What a fucking like, what a piece of shit company.
For the low price of $15 each to the credit card or debit card that we have on file, plus sales tax where applicable. Shipping is free. So this is the grift, guys. They get you in with that $2, it's free, don't worry about it. And then once they have your credit card on file, then they just start billing you every 3 weeks.
I'm actually really upset about this. Like, this is like fucking taking advantage of these old boomers' patriotism that they just want to sit in their old folks' home. All right, we back. All right. I think I yelled at the internet and it broke up. I'm back. I think anyway, I'm very upset, and this is about this. I was saying that the boomers just want to drink their steaks through their straws. But let's continue.
Crap. And then they just keep sending this crap to your house, hoping that you forget to cancel your subscription. So that's the grift. It's not a very sophisticated grift, but it's also, maybe not that scummy of a grift because you can cancel.
I'm being suppressed by Big's children guide, okay?
At any time. So let's go ahead and get to the next one. So as you remember, I did a little video about 1775 coffee, and of course it's being shilled by all your favorite influencers.
If the audio is okay, press 1, and B's in chat. If it's shit, press 2. I think it should be fine.
Influencers as well as Donald Trump Jr., and they make all kinds of outrageous claims on their website, like it has anti-aging, prospects. It has things that look like
yeah, you'll be as young as Russell Brand if you drink the mushroom cordyceps coffee.
Quotes that aren't really quotes, and of course they have everyone's favorite grifters here shilling it. So I thought, okay, well, is this a real company? What's really behind this company? So I bought it. That's right, I actually bought 1775 coffee, and on the label, it actually has, and I'll show a picture of it here, the address of where the company is from, and then it also had the date that it was roasted. So I bought it in May, and it was roasted that same month. So and it also smelled really, really good.
Imagine the smell, chat.
But I didn't drink.
Also, Balked and Scuffed gifted another full set.
So that address, if you actually plug that address in, it is 433 Plaza Real, Unit 275, Boca Raton, Florida. And if you look at, Google here, I don't see any 1775 coffee show up. In fact,
did he check the neighboring adjacent buildings? Because that seems like to be a big grift with these like fake companies, is they put like the return address or their company address as one building over, then they can claim ignorance and say like, oh, I guess we just got the number in the room wrong. Oopsie daisies. Clearly it was just next door.
It's not a real address. It is a co-working space that you can rent for $345 a month. So
that's pretty fucking expensive for a co-working space as well, right? Aren't they usually like $100 or something?
Yeah.
Like if you're going to have a one small room or something, I don't know, maybe American price is just crazy. I don't know.
So this isn't where the coffee factory is. And in fact, this isn't even where coffee, 1775 coffee, where the real address is. So if you go to sunbiz.org, which is the division of corporations for the...
But it's like co-working space. So it's just like you go in there and you get to use the coffee machine and the lounge chairs and the Wi-Fi, right? Like if it's like a private, like small room or something, I could understand the price. 100 or less is mainly for mail forwarding. So, okay, I see.
State of Florida, and you just type in 1775, there's actually a lot of companies that have 1775 in it. But as you can see here, we go to the next list, there's no companies in Florida by the name of 1775 Coffee Company. That's what it says on the package, but this company doesn't exist, according to Florida. So if you go to this address, which is 433 Plaza Real Suite 2.
Wait, Two Girls Painting Company? Now, wait a second. What exactly services are they going to be serving at the Two Girls Painting Company, LLC? There's also the Agape Dynamics.
275. I mean, just look at all the companies that use this address. Two Girls Painting Company, Agape Dynamics.
Wait, how... I swear I have not pre-watched this video. I guess me and Luther are just on the same wavelength, and we saw two girls in a gate, and we just decided that was the funniest two ones we could see.
Distraction alert!
That wasn't me. That was Luther, actually, but it was perfectly timed. They also have the Black Opulence.
Wonder what that's about. See, Dump Truck LLC.
All right, I was trying to guess what Luther was going to say next. I was wrong. I should have seen the dump trucks. The Two Girls Painting Agape dump truck services. This is what I want to learn about.
And this is just page 1. Let's go to page 2 here. International Facets. I don't know what that is. This is the third page. We're on the third page. This is all of the businesses that have used this address. Even if you take all the inactive ones out.
I like Super Wealth Finance LLC.
Out. The active ones it's still going. So yeah, you tell me. That's a little
White Bear Asset Management.
Sketch, right? I mean, here's just a sampling. So this is like Innovative Health Business Solutions. They use that address. The Cohen Law Group, a bankruptcy and debt relief law firm, uses that address. So I started emailing 1775 Coffee. So I said, hello, I recently purchased your coffee. Where is it manufactured? And then basically instantly, so literally 1 minute later, I got a AIBS.
Yeah, I was going to say, so it's obviously an automated response.
Auto response email saying, oh yeah, it's from Bolivia, you idiot. And right here, if you're interested in learning more,
well, actually, it says hello. It says hello, Luther. Thank you for reaching out for your recent purchase. Well, he didn't. Oh, I guess he did purchase their coffee. 1775 coffee sources its beans directly from Bolivian farms, where they are hand-picked at peak ripeness in the high-altitude mountains. The coffee is then roasted in small batches in the USA, ensuring quality and freshness. You can even find more details on our quality practices on our quality information page.
Buy more. We got free shipping on orders over $120, which is crazy. So I, of course, responded like, hey, where in the USA is it roasted specifically? And then they said, thanks for the question. That specific information is not available in our current resources or order details.
Now, if I remember correctly from Luther's previous videos, since these have additives such as the cordyceps mushrooms, it's an ingredient added to the coffee, so it'd have to be FDA regulated, surely. But if it's just coffee beans, it'd be fine, but it's not. It's additives and flavorings and extra caffeine and things like that.
I will transfer your request to another team who can assist further with the precise location information. So obviously this is the AI chatbot just saying, okay, I'll just forward it to a human. And, but I never received a response. So I followed up a week later and said, hey, like, where's the coffee roasted? The address on the packaging came back to a divorce lawyer's office. Where's your office located? And then they never responded to me. So that was a little bit concerning. They don't even want to tell you like where the coffee is roasted, which I thought was interesting. So I sent them certified mail. So this was certified mail sent along.
Not the certified mail, chat. He spent money on this. Go buy the man's book.
Boat Key, Florida. Now, this is actually to the Rumble headquarters, and it was delivered on June 9, according to the post office. So it's only been a couple of days. We'll give them some more time. Maybe they'll respond. But I also mailed it to that 433 address in Boca Raton, and would you look at that? It was returned to sender. And if you look at what the postman said, it said your item was returned to sender because it could not be delivered as addressed. So that means the postman went out to that address, poked around, and saw that 1775 coffee was nowhere to be seen. Now you say, Luther, what about the packaging that the coffee came in? Well, that said it was shipped from 460 Gibraltar Drive, Bowling, Illinois, 60440. And
everything goes back to Illinois. They can't, like, fucking Illinoisers, they can't keep getting away with it.
If you pull that up on Google Maps, it's
this is the second time I've been subjected to seeing the disgusting location that is Illinois.
A massive distribution center. It's not really owned by one coffee, and it's not a coffee manufacturer. So if you actually look, at the placard here, it says Ship, Sage, and Prologis. So it's just a logistics company and a shipping company. There's no coffee factory here. There's no coffee facility here.
Is Luther ever gonna is he ever gonna find a single coffee company? Apparently just coffee companies just don't exist. There's like not a single real coffee company in the entire world.
So
it's pretty
the
outrageous.
Search for 1775 coffee factory continues. So let's get to the Chicago State Company.
Oh, full up to the Chicago meet.
Where the company actually responded to me. So I asked them about their shellfish shipping certification number, and they emailed back and they said their FDA interstate shellfish shipping certification number is WI007RP. So WI is the state, 007
no, I'm not going to say
is the shipping number or the number itself, and then RP means repacker. So if you look up that number in the FDA information, it actually comes back to Fortune Fish and Gourmet. So I asked them, thank you for responding.
Yes, the illustrious 4chan fishing board.
I looked up that number, didn't find Chicago State Company. Do you use Fortune Wisconsin LLC for shellfish orders? Also, please tell me what your USDA establishment ID is. So if you look at the picture here, right there, Fortune Wisconsin LLC, WW7. And they responded back saying yes.
They have zero accountability. They call them 007. Zero accountability, zero real coffee companies, 7 AI email responses.
We use Fortune Wisconsin LLC. And then I asked our shipping department to look at the USDI establishment ID, and they'll get back to you as soon as I can. And then they got back to me, and they said their ID is 2478. So if you actually look them up in the FDA Meat, Poultry, and Egg Product Inspection Delivery Service, right there, 2478. And it comes back to a Swift Pork Company, which is at 8295 Aaronsville Road, Beardstown, Illinois. And if we look that up, this is where Chicago State Company actually is.
It looks like my Factorio base from above.
It's actually a gigantic meatpacking plant in Illinois. So if you look at it,
I want to see the spaghetti show me the spaghetti factory, Luther.
This is all one facility, by the way. It's just a gigantic facility. It's not the Tin Shack in
literally big meat.
Harvey, Illinois, that I thought it was. It's actually this, a gigantic industrial.
All right, fair enough. Okay, nice little correction there. Nothing wrong with that.
Industrial farm. So, but that being said, the company is a total facade. It's just a white label shipping company. Like, they don't have their own butcher shop. They don't have their own meat processing plant.
Are we ever going to find a real company? Everything is white. It's like white labeling all the way fucking down. There's like 7 layers of white labeling. Like, good luck finding my company, Luther. I'm behind 7 proxy white label companies. Can we just see one? Are we going to ever see a single company? I just want to see where the beans are roasted. I want to see where the cows are slaughtered. I just want to go to Bovine University.
Just outsource the shellfish and they outsource the red meat to these guys, and then they outsource the shellfish to Fortune Fish and Gourmet. So it's just a total shell company. It's a total white label company.
Total shell fish company?
It's as white label as coffee brand coffee. So why would you buy steak from there? It doesn't make any sense. Thank you for watching the video, and if you enjoyed,
go buy the man's book if you haven't. You can get it on Audible. I thought it was free on Audible, but apparently it's not. But yeah, it's pretty entertaining. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick 1 minute break, and then we're going to get into this. Well, actually, hold on a second. Maybe see if I maybe missed something. Did I get it? We've got that one. This was kind of funny. Is it the Jeralizer now has a word cloud for all of Jeremy's titles? And you can see here, if you read out Jeremy's most said words as a title, it's pretty funny. Nuclear, brutal, massive Trump. Everything coming absurd, gasped. Insanity, collapse news. He, she, collapsing, would panic, meltdown, mosque, quartering. Legendary backfire. It actually is more coherent than listening to Jeremy talk normally. That's kind of crazy. I think there was one other thing. Oh, this another one is that I forgot to mention, but Brad Cool decided that he was going to stop buying the Quarterings coffee, and he got one of the quartering like lonely ex-girlfriend messages. It says, "Hi Brad, Jeremy here from Coffee Brand Coffee. I just want to send you a final courtesy reminder that your 24-hour or 20% off discount expires in just 3 hours. This is a very exclusive deal. Frankly, this may be your last chance to take advantage of this. But if you no longer want to shop with us, that's fine too. ... Things change. Priorities change. People change. In fact, the only thing that'll never change is our team's undying commitment to earning your business and keeping it forever. That's one thing you can always count on. We'd love to have you back. Talk soon. Kissy face, Jeremy." I mean, this is a terrible deal, though. Like, why would you want to get 20% off when you can get 75% off of his garbage coffee on Amazon until he sells that as the old product? This is a fun one too. Oh, never mind. It's not going to load. All right. Any whoozle. No, what the fuck? Error has occurred. What the? All right. Never mind. All right. We're going to take a quick 1 minute break, and then we're going to get back in. YouTube. We're going to get back into this Faithful Sheriff documentary, Harassing Kids with God by Nick Nobody. So I'm going to play the tax-free song, and we'll be right back, and then we're going to find out about the disgusting legacy of the burnt peanut. Oh no, wait, sorry, not the burnt peanut, the Faithful Sheriff. He imitates the burnt peanut, but he's a real fucking weirdo. Where are my banners? Here we go. There we go. All right, be right back, chat. Go grab a drink, grab our morning coffee, and we'll be back in like 1 minute.
Did you hear me? It is tax-free. My Zannies, my hookers, my super chats too. Hit that button, cause every single super chat I got it tax-free. Tax-free. Take out your pill bottles, shake your pills, because it's gonna be tax-free. Tax-free, tax-free. Tell your wickers that we got it. Tax-free in my little tin shack. Cats flying in tornadoes. Gun flopping up and down, let's get the guns out. Gun, 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 gun. Shake it around when it's tax-free. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. It's a tip, so it's tax-free. But wiggle. You best not fold the bullshit because these super chats, they all tax-free. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yo, Faith, don't make me say it. Squeeze. Child support, Faith, it's tax-free. Compass Sneed, cause it's tax-free. That's right, bitch. Now kiss my Gucci hat, I said kiss it. It's authentic, bitch. It's time to gun out. Shake your gun like you mean it. Squeeze. Welcome to the kill street. This song. Wiggle, wiggle.
All right, we are back. Let us get into this part of the. So basically, the the Faithful Sheriff is like this really deranged VTuber, but also like potentially he's got a lot of clips with kids. I'll tell you that. All right, let's get into this. This is by Nick Nobody. If you're just joining us, Nick Nobody. I'm gonna give him a subscribe, and I've already liked the video.
Or VTubing has been growing in popularity since the phenomenon was first introduced to the digital landscape back in 2010. This is a form of content where an individual live streams or creates videos using a virtual avatar instead of their real face and body. These avatars are typically modeled in an anime style, and while there are plenty of normal VTubers out there, there's also tons of
How's it going, Don Flurker? We saw some of your work today. I wanted to ask you, like, are you just new to streaming, or did you have like a streaming career before? Because your production values are fantastic.
People in this space that are nothing more than gooner bait for an impressionable audience. Sometimes these avatars are modeled after children to entertain a demographic of weirdos and pedophiles.
Absolutely based take. Wait, isn't this? I don't know much about this chick, but this is like she was the shark, right? And then she became like the salmon, because it's like Saba, and Saba's like salmon is mackerel in Japanese. Isn't she like mentally broken or something, and she's like streaming once a month now that she doesn't have a company to force her to like get her money out of her cent bucks or something?
And sometimes they're peanuts. This is the Faithful Sheriff. He's a peanut VTuber who stole...
Specifically, he's the second peanut VTuber. Also, Gunterra gifted one sub to Raymond Sycamore's Rope.
His character model from a massively popular VTuber known as the Burnt Peanut.
I got a UFO video, dude. Chat, do you want to see Corn Pop's UFO video? Press 1 if you want to see it. We'll see if people want to actually see this. If you don't want to see it and you just want to see the VTuber slop, then press B.
Yes, there are two peanuts in this story, just bear with me. Before the Faithful Sheriff decided to steal the Burnt Peanut's VTubing shtick, he was a normal streamer that went by the name Dr. Witnesser.
I can see why he's using the peanut avatar. He's very Jeremy coded, by the way. Like, why is there so many men that have this archetype?
He's a neckbeard in his 40s that claims to be a Christian preacher and goes on Fortnite every day to talk to children about God.
Yes, I talk.
I need to load up the sussy sound effect.
To minors all the time. So what?
Every day to talk to children about God.
Yes, I talk to minors all the time. So what? An 8-year-old, I talk to them all day. Every day.
Hello? What's your name? My name's Dr. Witnesser. What's your name? Hello? My name, Quiz. Quiz? Awesome, Quiz. How old are you, Quiz? I'm 5. Oh. No, he's 6. That's cool. I'm
40.
In 4th grade.
I think Twitch was a mistake. Twitch was a mistake. I have never played Fortnite. The only battle royale I think I've played is Apex Legends. I actually liked Apex Legends. I thought it was kind of fun. I really like this. I like the song it plays when you're like diving into the free fall. I also like that the only white male straight character in Apex Legend is the character that goes around gassing everyone. Everyone else is like a minority. It's crazy.
People were saying that Santa Claus isn't real, that your parents
like also you shouldn't. I don't know if you should be letting your kids play Fortnite if they're 5 years old. I don't know if am I a boomer to say that.
Bring you the presents.
Yeah, that's actually true, unfortunately. And that's another lie and that people do spread. So where are you from?
America.
Don't give me that crap, bro. Don't give me that crap, okay? I know.
America.
Yeah, I'm from America too. What state, genius?
A state.
You're 100% an idiot. You're a go to school. I know you should.
Yeah, this guy, I mean, we've only seen like 2 minutes of this so far out of 47 minutes, but this guy deserves to be in a wood chipper, I imagine. Could try and get 1.25 speed so we can go through this a bit faster.
Be calling people or more, but they literally are. They literally are. What else am I supposed to say? How else am I supposed to describe them? I can't say the R word. That's a slur, apparently.
If he's not insulting literal.
I think he was. I watched like the first 10 minutes of this and I thought this is like fucking hilarious and I wanted to watch it on stream. I'm pretty sure he drops a hard R in this, so if you're offended by such things, you'd be prepared.
children for trolling him or telling them they're going to hell for not believing in Jesus, he's asking his teammates questions like this.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, just let me know.
Say I'm talking to a 17-year-old girl on Twitch. We're talking about
But at least now it can't get much worse.
But it did get worse.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
Is this Jeremy's Santa uncle?
About like just content creation, right? Talking about maybe collabing on a game or
not collabing with the 17-year-old girls.
Something, you know. And I say, I'll be right back. I have to go blow up a toilet because I have heavy.
Is this actually Jeremy?
The acidic diarrhea. Would that be inappropriate?
I don't think the question would be inappropriate. I think the talking to a 17-year-old girl trying to collaborate with her would be the inappropriate part.
Okay, so what if she was going to be like 18 the next day? Would that
not the 17-year-old 364-day-year-old. No.
It's still inappropriate?
The Faithful Sheriff has been streaming
yes, it is.
This kind of content for over half a decade now and has only recently blown up after copying the Burnt Peanuts avatar. In this video, I will be covering his history of controversies before he started VTubing as a
And this is what's actually fascinating about this, because I've seen, if you've been on Twitter, you've probably seen some of the clips of the Faithful Sheriff, specifically the ones where he's only ever fucking talking to children. But this guy has an entire compilation of cringe clips before this guy was famous. Well, I mean, famous is a very loose I don't know how many he's still pretty small, but like only recently he's been actually noticed by literally anyone.
As well as everything he's
I'm actually curious. Does anyone know, or can anyone in the chat look up how much of his life is his average live concurrence?
And after that's led to his recent blow up. This is the story of the Faithful Sheriff, the streamer who harasses kids with God.
And by the way, his newest avatar, he's now a kitten. He's like a kitty cat, so he's a furry too.
God. The Faithful Sheriff, whose real name is Joseph Hennig, began streaming in April 2020. As I stated in the beginning of the video, Joseph wasn't always a Peanut VTuber. In fact, he didn't become a knockoff Burnt Peanut clone until the start of 2026. Joseph formerly went by the moniker Dr. Witnesser, and funnily enough, this online username also happens to be another stolen asset from an infamous streamer known as Dr. Disrespect.
Now, if you know anything about Dr. Disrespect, he also had a little bit of a snafu with a minor.
If you somehow don't know who Dr. Disrespect is, I'll give you a brief rundown. He was a massively popular video game live streamer who was banned off the platform Twitch in 2020 after he was caught messaging a minor through the website's private message feature. The reason for his ban was initially a mystery. However,
Why did Twitch have a private message feature?
Dr. Disrespect would eventually confirm that he did in fact send inappropriate messages to a minor in a now deleted tweet from June 2024. Joseph is still a
June?
massive fan of Dr. Disrespect even after this information came to light, and he will actively defend him at any given chance on his live streams.
Was this the same guy that defended Dr. Disrespect? Are you the person that's condemning Dr. Disrespect after 7 years later? Texts that lean in a direction of inappropriate with a minor and you have no clue what they're about? You're just automatically assuming there's something sexual in nature with a girl when the word inappropriate.
Why is it? How old is Dr. Disrespect? 40? Why is he DMing with a 17? Well, actually, I don't know if she's 17. She's just a minor, right? Some people said she was 17, but I think there's actually no evidence of her age at all. She was just under 18. What possible reason could you have to DM with that person as an adult male? It doesn't.
Appropriate can mean a lot of different things. Dr. Disrespect is not a pet. Okay, do you understand what a pet is? Someone who is attracted to minors and younger people.
Not the pedophile with a thesaurus defense. He was an amphibophile.
People.
Shut up.
That's their
toe first into the wood chipper.
Preference. And that's disgusting, obviously. You're saying that, well, Dr. Disrespect might have whispered somebody and also could not have even known the age of the person and then maybe later found out the age of the person, right? You don't know the circumstances of what happened. It's more than likely he didn't know what their age was. Bro, why are you defending Dr. Disrespect? Why did you defend him? Let's see. Probably because he didn't break any laws. He wasn't arrested. He committed no crime. He's being accused of something that he didn't do. I don't know.
I'd like to note there's been a false narrative crafted around this story that the minor Dr. Disrespect was messaging was 17 years old, which somehow makes it okay. It's important to know that the real age of the minor the doc was talking to has never actually been revealed. Doc defenders like Joseph here have chosen to lie and say the minor was 17 because, well, on a pedophile defender scale of 1 to 17, 17 is generally considered the least bad of the evils to them. Sorry to
Wait, that's a pretty funny comment. It's dark, though.
sound crass, that's just the most point-blank way to explain a Dr. Disrespect defender's thought process.
Dr. Disrespect clearly didn't do anything wrong because if you use their brain, one, talking to a minor inappropriately in a sexual manner in California is against the law. Two, if he did what they said he did, he would have been arrested and charged. Since he wasn't, he didn't do what they say they did. He did.
Not necessarily.
So their argument falls apart right there.
This line of logic of no arrest, no crime doesn't make any sense, and it's a juvenile way to handwave Dr. Disrespect's actions. I guess this guy thinks everyone in the Epstein files are completely innocent too. Dr. Witnesser will even go as far as creating insane theoretical arguments.
You know who's in the Epstein files? The emails? Jeremy Hambly. Not even lying. He is, I mean, now, to be fair, he never conversed with anyone in that. Although Jeremy does have his connections to the Nexium sex cult, which is very strange. Since he knew like the number 2 girl in that or some shit. But Jeremy was actually mentioned in the Epstein files by one of the people.
Where he asks his teammates if they would think it's weird if he himself was talking to a 17-year-old online.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, just let me know.
Say I'm talking to a 17-year-old girl on Twitch. We're talking about like just content creation, right? Talking about maybe collabing on a game or something, you know. And I say I'll be right back. I have to go blow up a toilet because I have heavy acidic diarrhea. Would that be inappropriate?
I don't think the question would be inappropriate. I think that talking to a 17-year-old girl, trying to collaborate with her, would be the inappropriate part.
Okay, so what if she was going to be like 18 the next day? Would that be still inappropriate?
Yeah, because she's not 18.
This guy has a wife and kids, by the way.
Absolutely base response. 13 no, it is not. Stop saying this lie. That's fake.
He also doesn't just stop at actively defending Dr. Disrespect's actions. He's also a financial supporter of his show.
Dr. Witnesser didn't give it the $10 doc. I'm 20 minutes deep in some spice, hot, acidic, goosebump-driven diarrhea, and I ran out of toilet paper. I'm install 102 in the arena. Can you send Alex in to toss me a roll? Alex is not here today. You're in shit out of luck.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Bro, that was so worth it.
I think all of this is important context to know about Dr. Witnesser, considering the fact that his main content while streaming is talking to children on Fortnite.
Hey, I got a question because
what a thing to fucking say though. What content are you in? I'm in the Fortnite talking to minor children on Twitch.
I get a lot of flack. So you're a kid. I'm an adult, right? Is it like normal for kids to talk to adults in random parties in Fortnite? Or should adults like not talk to you at all because you're a kid?
I don't know.
Okay.
Why does he sound like jubilantly like out of breath?
Well, I mean, your parents gave you permission to talk to like people in Fortnite, right? I mean, they know you. Okay, right.
Not necessarily. A lot of parents are ignorant to what the kids are actually doing online. They might just think it's a single player game.
It's normal.
Yeah, because I'm friends with the mom, and she's very nice to me.
With a mom? Oh, you have a friend on Fortnite who's a mom, and she's on your friends list, and you guys play Fortnite together sometimes?
Yeah, she's my best friend, and I'll be playing with her husband and her at the same time.
Okay. So it's normal. It's normal. You meet friends that are adults on games, and you play with them, and everything's cool. Okay.
Yeah, as long as they're not.
The fuck? Somebody just opened I heard my windows like slide open. I think it was just a pressure thing, but like I thought I was being stalked. What the fuck?
You know, creeps.
Yeah, there's weirdos out there. Trust me. Yeah, I was talking to my wife. I was like, "Why do people think it's so weird for like?"
I might be getting IRL jump scared. Like, what the fuck?
Adults to talk to kids.
I think the main reason why Dr. Witnesser focuses on preaching to children is because they're young and impressionable. For this reason, they usually engage with the faithful sheriff's diatribes about God without much pushback. When this guy tries to talk to adults about God, they usually end up making fun of him or trolling him.
You might need. I don't know if we can res you. You might want to call God to resurrect you.
Hey, that's not funny.
It's pretty funny. You're not. You smiled. Don't lie.
I didn't. It's mockery. It's a mockery.
You know what I mean? Don't get too serious on us, all right? We're playing Fortnite. We're not here to listen to your Bible studies.
Hey, dude, it's the most important thing you're ever going to listen to in your whole entire life because it's going to save your life.
You are not going to do anything.
What?
That's going to affect my life.
I should probably tell you what I do.
Are you a hitman?
I got a particular set of skills.
Male on male porn guy?
No.
He's getting absolutely fucking destroyed by these people.
I have a particular set of skills.
Taking it.
Taking it deep. You can't keep getting away with it.
Go into games, I teach people about the Bible. Anybody interested in hearing about that?
Sounds awful.
Yeah, how hard can I beat my slaves, according to the Bible? Yeah, how many times can I shake my wiener before it becomes plain with myself?
That's honestly a very valid question. Does our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ know the answer?
And it's so funny that he's supposed to be the streamer, but everyone else surrounding him, just the normal people, are funnier.
When Dr. Witnesser is rightfully called out for his predatory actions targeting children on Fortnite, he will have an absolute meltdown before rage quitting the game.
Anybody that goes after children about anything, it's predatory behavior.
I didn't say that.
Where's the distinction?
Tell me where the distinction would be. So, like, if their parents want them to learn about those types of things, that type of stuff, wouldn't they teach them, or wouldn't they?
Why do you use the terminology predatory?
Because you're going after children. I mean,
it's technically predatory because he's searching for children to talk to them about this.
I'm not though. That's the thing.
Then why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it another way?
That's the lie that you're doing, bro. That's the lie you're doing, bro. You're going into there and you're
just because you're louder than me doesn't mean you're right, buddy.
You're literally going into a game and telling me I'm a predator for playing a game that children happen to play.
No,
and I'm not even targeting children.
Not for playing the game.
Yes, you are.
I think the funny thing is he's obviously on a squad, so he's got like 4 teammates. I've never played Fortnite, but usually a lot of these games have like a single queue or like squad queue. I think every clip of the Peanut I've actually seen, he's been alone. So maybe he got like blown the fuck out so much that he had to start doing solo queues only.
Yes, you are. No, yes, you are. You're saying I'm playing this game
because he's getting like gangbanged by basically every group he's been in. It's kind of funny to see how absolutely destroyed he's getting when he's not talking to a child.
The gospel, and if I happen to come across a child, I'm a predator suddenly.
Is there a reason you're yelling right now?
I'm talking louder because no, bro, no, I'm not gonna be a little calmer because you're evil, is what you are. You're an evil person.
This is why people don't like you. It's because you're
an evil. You're literally an evil person, bro. Going in there and telling me I'm spreading the gospel to children.
Don't like you, but
bro, see,
this is very true.
All you're after is to try to tear me down and tear what I do down. That's all you're after.
Care less,
and people who support, yes, honestly, you do because you're like, oh, you're a predator. You're going after children. You're a predator, bro. Like you.
Sounds like you get this a lot because you're really defensive about it.
You're literally using this sick, nasty speech to describe me teaching people about the Bible. That's what you're sick.
You're using a game for children.
You're using
go after children.
You're using this vocabulary on purpose, bro. You're using it on purpose. You're just like everybody else.
I hope that you're
like
not,
every atheist who doesn't believe in God.
Any children.
You're like every person who is sick, disgusting, who doesn't believe in Christ, who doesn't believe in the Bible.
So people that don't believe in that, or you don't like.
People like you who go after Christians and call it predatory behavior are evil and sick. Yes, bro. You're literally Satan in disguise, telling people that they're predatory.
No, but he's giving pushback.
Telling kids about the Bible in Fortnite.
This is a lot, you know that, right? Like this is an extreme reaction to someone saying they don't agree with what you're saying.
It's 100% truth. It's 100% truth. You call me a predator for teaching people about God.
Thank you, Tatsumi,
and telling them, hey, don't lie.
JD Port,
don't do that. God doesn't want you to do that. God loves you. You're calling me a predator for doing that. And that's sick. And that's
Spider-Man, Shadow Shot.
I'm sorry you can't see that. And we'll be praying for you
guys. Thank you all for the
follows.
But
you need to grow up and realize that it's not evil. It's not predatory behavior to sit there and tell kids about the Bible in a game. And I don't go after kids specifically.
You cut out. You all right? Oh.
For these exact reasons,
That's a really bad place to cut out on this conversation.
Witnesser chooses to mainly focus on talking to children. He knows it's the only real people he has any kind of influence or power over. When he hears a child's voice in-game, he gets excited and giddy because he knows he might have a chance to indoctrinate them into his religion.
You heard it here. When he hears a child, he gets excited.
Kids don't want to tell Dr. Witnesser how old they are or where they live, he will resort to calling them names like retarded.
So where are you from?
America.
Don't give me that crap, bro. Don't give me that crap, okay? I know.
America.
Yeah, I'm from America too. What state, genius?
A state.
You're 100% an idiot. You're a go to school. I know you shouldn't be calling people or more, but they literally are. They literally are. What else am I supposed to say?
He got blown the fuck out by a kid who just was practicing good OPSEC.
What else? How else am I supposed to describe them? I can't say the R word. That's a slur, apparently.
Retard?
out on children would actually be the reason for his first Twitch ban. One day, Dr. Witnesser would join a game with a Muslim kid and began his shtick of trying to preach about Jesus to him. When the kid tried to explain the cultural differences with his religion, Dr. Witnesser informed him that he will be going to hell for not sharing the same beliefs as him.
You're denying every other scripture before that has ever happened and saying it's not true.
Who, me?
Anybody. Anybody who sits there and says Jesus is not the Son of God, because what I'm saying is you're denying what Scripture says. You're denying the hundreds
bringing gospel to gamers. So cringe.
of prophecies that were fulfilled through Jesus.
Yeah, well, I'm denying that because usually what you're talking about, since you're American and Christian, since the Muslim culture, we don't really talk about that.
Yeah, you don't talk about it because they don't want to believe it. That's why.
Whereas because Muslim culture, we've been different things to America and Christians.
Hey, forget the fact that it's America, dude. It's just the Christianity in general. It doesn't matter that I'm in America. Christianity is all over the world. So look, if you were to die in your sins today, you would be sentenced to hell.
Telling a child they were going to hell for not believing in Jesus would result in Dr. Witnesser earning a 1-week suspension from Twitch. He would eventually become unbanned and continue talking to children in a manner that would ultimately result in a permanent suspension for hateful conduct. He would protest this permaban on Twitter.
True debate. Like, he wasn't even doing a good job. The kids were actually giving very reasonable answers. They're from a different part of the world where they have different cultures. He couldn't even think of a response to that. Sad, pathetic.
In a now deleted tweet that said, Twitch has yet again showed they have no tolerance for a hashtag Christian streamer who preaches what the hashtag Bible teaches. They are a biased, hypocritical organization.
This guy needs to collaborate with Melanie Mack. I mean, she looks like a child, right? So I'm sure he'll get along with her.
That shoves their agenda down everyone's throats. This is incredibly ironic, seeing the fact that his entire content model is based around shoving his religious agenda down everyone's throats. Dr. Witnesser would also take to TikTok, where he would complain that Twitch is run by the LGBTQ community and they were silencing him for
well, that's true.
Speaking the truth. Somehow, this guy thinks telling kids they're going to hell and calling them retarded for not telling him where they live is the truth. After this, Dr. Witnesser would launch a legal complaint against the platform Twitch over his ban, claiming religious discrimination. He would post a now deleted tweet explaining why he was planning on suing Twitch and attached an image of legal paperwork for the proceedings. Most of his embarrassing tweets, like this one, have been deleted after he did his rebrand to the Faithful Sheriff. But thankfully, the website Dexerto archived a description of what the tweet said. I'm currently seeking legal representation against Twitch and Amazon for unlawful termination of my Twitch account on the basis of religious discrimination. Unless Twitch restores my account in full and removes the strikes against it, I will not waver from this pursuit of justice. The document screenshot is from the Superior Court of California in the county of San Francisco. It is addressed from the plaintiff, Dr. Witnesser, versus Twitch. While of course there were some supportive of his decision, Witnesser was largely mocked in the replies. One follower sent him a picture of Twitch's rules around hateful conduct and harassment, to which Dr. Witnesser explained that he did none of that. To the surprise of literally nobody, this lawsuit would never come to fruition, and Dr. Witnesser would sulk off to another platform to stream on for the time being. The platform he would choose to stream on.
Not the Lemon site. All right. I'll be right back, chat. There's some weird noise that's coming from my house. And yeah, there's like so my door, my window opened, which was like a pressure difference, which could happen if someone else opens a different door inside the house. Let me just check. I'll be right back, okay? Like 30-40 seconds. I just want to make sure there's no one actually in my house, because I'm starting to be a little bit spooked by this.
Now it's time to see which of our stories are based. Was this story based? Yes. Was this story based? Yes, it was.
If you thought this story was based, you're right.
This tale of a mysterious force protecting a pharmacy is based. Is this story based? Did you think this one was based? If you thought this one was based, you're right. This story of a gun that wouldn't fire at innocent people was actually based. Was this story of vengeance in the forest based? Not this time.
Was this story based?
Yes.
The true stories tonight were based.
I was thinking it'd be really funny if I just didn't return and I just left the stream going for like several hours. That'd be pretty funny. Like, but no, it's okay. The front door is locked as well, so unless I have a key, I'm fine. That was a bit sussy though. That was pretty sussy. All right, we're joining back with the Lemon Squad. This is where you go when you get kicked off of YouTube. I think it's now dead because it doesn't even exist anymore.
Post Twitch ban was called DLive.
Please follow me at dlive.tv/Dr. Witnesser. DLive isn't afraid to stand up for people in their freedom of speech and expression of their religion.
If you've never heard of this streaming platform, that's probably a good thing. The first pair.
Isn't this where COG got his start, or was that the other one? Because I remember back when I first heard about DLive is when the kill stream got taken off of YouTube. And they all migrated to, was it Stream Me or was it DLive? I know they went to DLive eventually, but I think that's where they first met COG, wasn't it? If my sector lore is correct. And there was like, it was funny because it was like, I think DLive was like, they would give the top streamer like $500 or something. And there was like a stream competition every week or something, right? And the top one would get like $500. And there was nobody using this website. So there was a bunch of people that were just getting their weed money from like streaming to like 5 people on DLive. And then the sector found out about it. And then they started doing like reruns of Murdoch over there and the kill stream. And I think even Ricada had a channel over there.
Paragraph of DLive's Wikipedia page pretty much sums up the.
Oh, they talked to COG on YouTube before. Okay, so that's not exactly accurate. Was it that dispatch guy, or was it the Southern Poverty Call Center or something? There was like a guy that was doing crank. There was a guy that was doing crank calls. The felted AI PPP ghost got me. I almost for certain heard someone walking around in my kitchen. It's very creepy.
Audience that gathers on that website. DLive is an American video live streaming service that was founded in 2017. It was purchased by BitTorrent in 2019. Due to the site's lax enforcement of prohibited guidelines, DLive has become a popular alternative to YouTube and Twitch among white supremacists, conspiracy theorists, neo-Nazis, neo-fascist, and extremists. The site is also used by gamers as an alternative to Twitch. Sounds like a super wholesome and God-loving.
I mean, that's the Wikipedia thing. Okay, it was just a wholesome lemon site, okay?
Platform, if you ask me. Kidding, of course. Unfortunately, Dr. Witnesser wouldn't be relegated to this alt-right Nazi platform for long. His permanent Twitch ban would be reversed in 2023, and he would immediately go back to streaming on that platform.
Guys, I can't believe it. I appealed on Twitch to get
disgusting beard.
Get myself unbanned, Dr. Witnesser, and they accepted my appeal. I am officially unbanned on Twitch, and I'm going to go into games and teach people about the gospel once again.
Of course, this return would almost immediately be met with a new controversy. This time, Dr. Witnesser decided to post a transphobic video where he would go around Fortnite and ask kids what they think a woman is. I think this one tweet from Curtis Connor in response to Dr. Witnesser pretty much sums up this entire situation. Dude is in his 40s talking to kids on Fortnite about genitals. He needs to be put on a list. This video is another piece of media that Dr. Witnesser would scrub from the internet. I wonder why. And for some reason, not too long after the What is a Woman video was released, Dr. Witnesser would also just start dropping the N-word on his streams.
So back in the day of the 1910 and 1800s, people would refer to black individuals as pigs. Believe in Jesus.
Did he just straight up say it? I wonder. I mean, the stream's over 2 hours. I think we'll be okay, but just stop it. The chat's going to like him too much.
Well, then act like it. Okay. Don't say nigga this, nigga that. Bro, I'm not a. Someone was like talking to me in the chat, and they're like, "Did you say the N-word?" And I'm like, "What N-word? You mean?"
Not very holy, Dr.
There was a time on Twitch when Destiny was dropping hard R's. It was pretty wild.
Witnesser, Colossians 3:8 commands Christians to rid themselves of sinful attitudes and speech, as well as anger, rage, malice, slander, and filthy language.
Don't tell Melanie Mac about this.
Now, of course, he's really only saying these things to drum up any kind of attention he can to boost his social media metrics. If talking to kids about the Bible doesn't work, maybe talking to kids about the Bible while saying the N-word will. All publicity is good publicity, right? Turns out it's not. At least not for Dr. Witnesser. After years of unsuccessfully farming nothing but hate on the internet, he decided it was time for a change. It was time for a major rebrand. He would tweet out on February 7th, 2026, "I was involved in a horrible accident today. I don't know if I'll be scarred forever or not, but I will persevere and continue to bring the gospel to the children of Fortnite."
I mean, going after the children in particular it's bad, bro. But this
Please
is
don't make
when he transforms. Okay, this is when the peanut era begins.
Fun of my appearance on Monday's stream. Together, we will get through this, and I hope there is a way to return to some semblance of a normal life. I'll see you then. He wasn't actually in an accident, though. He was just lying. Proverbs 12:22 says lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, by the way. Dr. Witnesser feigning that he was in some kind of horrible accident was actually just a terrible way to promote his new VTubing identity known as the Faithful Sheriff.
I don't know what happened, okay? I don't know what happened. I fell asleep. I fell asleep watching the Bugulator, okay? And I fell asleep. I woke up like this, okay? I'm telling you, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Bro, I don't know. I'm just as shocked as you are, okay?
This peanut model is directly stolen from a massively popular VTuber known as the Burnt Peanut. And if directly copying the Burnt Peanut's whole
apparently my understanding of this guy is he gets chased out of games. Like he's like a refugee. He's been kicked out of 109 games so far, and he's like every time he goes to a new community, he like gets laughed out of them as well.
Wasn't bad enough, he immediately began begging his fans for help on getting the guy to know.
Why a peanut though? Because the Burnt Peanut was massively popular as a VTuber. So he's just imitating like this one guy that had a very unique style.
Notice him. He lamely claimed that the Burnt Peanut actually cast a spell on him and turned him into a peanut.
Isn't lying not a sin? I lied saying you were in a terrible accident. We were worried. This is not a joke. What do you mean? Is this not an accident? You think I'm a peanut on purpose? Is this not? What are you talking about? You think I want to be a peanut? I don't know how people could be hating. This is not my fault. Obviously, that peanut's fault. He cast a spell on me. You know, He's always casting spells. Whenever someone donates to him, he's like, oh, good man, good sir. No one can understand him.
This is true. The worst crime is how unfunny he is. He's really frustrating.
Talking in tons. He's speaking in tons. He's casting spells. He must have did this to me. All right, this is straight up copy. I look nothing like him. I'm a fatter peanut. I have a different complexion than he does. And he turned me into this. I did not do this myself. I'm not copying the Burnt Peanut. He turned me into one. I wish you guys would stop calling me that. I'm nothing like him. I don't swear.
Here's a question. Is this more or less cringe than what iDubbbz is doing with his burnt legume when he's playing the dragon? Hello, I'm the burnt legume. I've been turned into a dragon trap. If you think the iDubbbz is the more cringe person, press 1. If you think the peanut guy is the most cringe, press 2.
I don't take Jesus' name in vain. I'm like the family-friendly peanut. You know, you don't let your kids watch the Bugulator. Let them watch the Chudster. Yeah. I'm the eco-friendly, kid-friendly Fortnite peanut.
And if his fans wanted him to go back to being Dr. Witnesser, then they'll have to get the Burnt Peanut to essentially shout him out.
Well, since there's so much controversy with me being a peanut and all, and people accusing me of copying and all that, I'm going to leave it up to you guys.
I know one part of this story where it's like, didn't he like? I'm not sure if it was a parody or a joke or not, but there's like, didn't he get like a model where he had his dick, but it was like his actual penis or something? Like he got a little peanut penis. Was that the Burnt Peanut? I'm not sure.
Internet.
It was one of these peanuts. There was literally a peanut penis somewhere along the.
It's either Dr. Witnesser or the Faithful Sheriff. It's up to you. Here's the deal. If you get the Burnt Peanut to respond to this video by saying, I release you of your peanut bones, you'll get your Witnesser back, and I'll be gone. You got a week to do this. Now, if the Burnt Peanut don't respond to this video by saying, I release you from your peanut bones, then I'll be the Faithful Sheriff forever. What you gonna be now, everybody? You want there only to be one peanut in town? So it's up to you. Get this video circulating. Get the peanut to respond. He either releases me from my peanut bones, or I stay like this forever. It's up to you, internet. We got a week to make it happen.
This pathetic attempt for attention didn't really work because he doesn't really have any real fans. His audience is mostly composed of trolls and hate watchers. Of course, the Burnt Peanut never acknowledged the Faithful Sheriff, and he would eventually post a video on his YouTube channel admitting that he copied the Burnt Peanut's avatar for publicity and attention.
Why are you copying the Burnt Peanut? This is a new low. You are stupid. Be original, yada, yada, yada. And I hear you. The problem is I don't care. I really don't. Why am I?
You always know someone doesn't care when they upload a video talking about how much they don't care about it.
Doing it? Well, because for fun.
The mouth is it is very distracting, isn't it?
I find it fun. And 2, for exposure. It's not a rebrand, by the way. Guy in chat's like, why are you rebranding? It's not a rebrand. I'm still Dr.
We do not grant you the rank of chud. Yeah, it's like it's very hello fellow kids. This dude's 40. Oh no, I'm the chudster. 40-year-old dude pretending to be a peanut so you can talk to children in Fortnite. Just go away.
Windsor, the chudster, my nickname. And for exposure, I'm a content creator. I do this for a living. I make money off of my videos.
I gotta find out how much. What is it like? What is it? Stream charts or something?
Believe it or not. Okay.
Going forward, the faithful sheriff would take his new shtick of acting like a bootleg Christian burnt peanut and combine that with his old content of preaching to children on Fortnite. He also added in this weird farting thing too, where his avatar basically.
Here's a question. Let's post chat. Do you think he has more or less viewers than Frogan? Let's see. His average viewers are about 200. Then he did have a big one where it's like 3,000, although that's like, I don't know, maybe that's like bought views or something. I'm not sure. Apparently view botting is pretty common on Twitch. I don't know enough about Twitch to make a assertion. There's like one day where he had like 3,000 people, which is like a complete outlier. Then every other day it's like the average viewers is like 90 or 40 people. So actually he's maybe less influential than Frogan. He just happened to have this one where it's like 3,000 for one peak viewers. I'm not sure how. Maybe he was rated by someone. I don't know.
Basically shits itself every few minutes. I've seen.
Oh, wait, actually, was that maybe the same day as this video came out? This video came out 1 month ago. No, that was June 3rd. Okay, so that wouldn't make sense.
People speculate on this being attributed to a fart fetish, but I don't know if I'd go that far. I think it's just a crass way of trying to appeal to kids with poop humor, which is still weird if you ask me.
Yeah, I remember seeing a bunch of fart clips about this guy. And I was thinking how cringe it was.
Is that true?
Oh, sorry, I'm a little gassy. Oh, I think I have to go poop.
It really is you. Wow, that's awesome.
The combination of all of these things would actually manage to garner the faithful sheriff a ton of attention on social media, albeit mostly negative, but a ton of attention nonetheless.
His views went down when he changed the anime Peanuts, so he tried to cat model video. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I knew he was a cat now recently.
Would even get involved in a huge drama with the YouTube channel Super Mega. This
okay, so maybe this is what the spike in views is from.
Happened after Super Mega tweeted a photoshopped image of the faithful.
Okay, I remember that. I remember seeing this. It's like really silly.
Sheriff's peanut avatar with a penis, claiming the faithful.
It's like a photorealistic penis, but you can't see it. It's been censored. But I remember seeing this. And I remember somebody saying that this was his actual penis that he had scanned in 3D, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Sheriff commissioned it. Now, I obviously can't show you the peanut penis, but this image went viral on Twitter. It got so big that there was even people insanely selling keychains of it on the TikTok shop. Now, of course, the faithful sheriff was not happy about Super Mega claiming he commissioned an image of his avatar with a penis. He went on angry tirades on Twitter and his live streams trying to convince everyone making fun of him that the images were fake and photoshopped. The faithful sheriff would even go as far as threatening legal action against Super Mega. This is a call for @SuperMega to admit that I did not ask them to make a pornographic meme picture of my VTuber's model and they faked the DMs. If they do not comply, a lawyer will be sending them a cease and desist officially. If they do not comply, then this will be escalated to a more serious legal action and I will also be filing a police report against them. I will not tolerate fake DMs to slander my name and brand. He wasn't kidding either. Just a few weeks after the faithful sheriff sent out this tweet, SuperMega would post a tweet revealing that he did in fact receive a cease and desist.
I think this was like a viral thing though, right? Because like I remember this is like a very silly letter
in the mail from the faithful sheriff. But I have to be honest, I believe this is just another troll post by Super Mega because if you actually read the letter he allegedly received, it's pretty insane. Dear Super Mega Productions, I, Edward Hennig, also known as the faithful sheriff, hereby provide formal notice that I have become aware of certain statements and materials published which contain content that could be harmful to my Christian peanut brand image, including a photograph of my penis. Said published materials include, but are not limited to, the following: a meme of my original character, the faithful sheriff, onto which an image of my penis has been digitally superimposed, a screenshot of direct messages showing myself requesting the creation of the aforementioned meme, as well as the photo of my real penis that I transmitted to you. These messages were private and not intended for public dissemination.
As a troll, this is very funny though.
However, their unauthorized disclosure has led
I keep hearing doors opening. What the fuck?
To widespread public awareness that the penis depicted on my peanut character is in fact my own. Rather, it was intended to be presented as an anonymously sourced penis for the purposes of the meme. Through my original creation, the faithful sheriff, I portray the character of an arrogant and self-righteous fire and brimstone Christian. Your publication.
This is such a five-head sort of thing. It's like you're gonna pretend to have a fake penis on your VTuber avatar, but it's actually a picture of your real penis. It's like advanced nonsense, but I guess it was all a joke.
Have undermined the character of an arrogant and self-righteous fire and brimstone Christian. Your publications have undermined my carefully crafted Christian brand image, as no true man of the Lord, nor any man convincingly portraying one, would ever request such a meme involving his own penis. If you do not immediately cease all peanut-related and penis-related statements, I will command the courts to strike you with a defamation lawsuit. Now, if this was a real cease and desist sent by the faithful sheriff, then it is yet another lawsuit that will seemingly go nowhere, much like his one against Twitch years prior. This public beef...
It's so funny. There has to be. I think that's too funny for the faithful sheriff to come up with. It has to be by the Super Mega guy. Please cease and desist all peanut and penis-related material. It's just too funny.
With Super Mega would be another thing that boosted his popularity and online presence. Of course, he didn't actually gain any genuine followers from this online back and forth, just more trolls to insult him and call him a predator while he streams. He would even gain the attention of the YouTuber known as Gideon.
And a lot of people were, since the peanut avatar is so iconically connected to the burnt peanut, a lot of people thought that like the burnt peanut was actually the same person. So there was like, I remember a lot of people, because I thought this as well, I think that I was like, what the fuck is the burnt peanut doing? Is this like an epic troll or something? Like, this does not make sense. But I'm just so disconnected from the VTuber space that I have no idea what was actually going on.
Is a former YouTube prankster who amassed over 8.5 million subscribers. In 2023, he pivoted his content from pranks to predator catching and recently has been trying to interview well-known lolcow predators like Cyrax and Nova Online.
Nova, if you're watching, man, I added you on Discord. You know, I would love to talk to you, man.
Gideon would learn about who the faithful sheriff was and decided to invite him onto his live stream to have a conversation with him. The faithful sheriff, who's a glutton for attention, of course agreed to speak with him. This interview starts with Gideon taking subtle jabs at the faithful sheriff about being a predator that he did not take kindly to.
Why are they saying you smell? Why are they saying you're scared?
Because do you not know? Like, people call me a predator, they say I'm a pedo and all that because I talk to kids sometimes in Fortnite about Jesus, so they label me a pedo and all that, and they're like, oh, predator, blah blah blah.
Listen, man, you know, I'm the type of guy where, like, you know, I don't believe in incarceration, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of guy where I think, you know, hey, if you have a God's honest conversation about it, you feel me, you know, I don't think you'll do it again, you know? Like I mean, I think we can be honest, man. You just kind of like got carried away, right?
About what? What are you talking about?
Like you just got carried away in the moment, huh?
About what?
Like, like how old were the kids on average you would talk to?
Okay, all right, I see. You're trolling. Oh,
no, I'm just messing with you, man.
Sense.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, man. No, but no, genuinely, man.
Jesus would not support that kind of trolling. You know what Paul talks about?
Whoa.
Paul talks about being not joking around with your fellow brethren because it'd be taken the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, I feel that.
During this interview, Gideon would press the faithful sheriff on a variety of different topics, like his defense of Dr. Disrespect. After running his usual defense of stating the minor was 17 and we don't really know what they were talking about, so we shouldn't call the doc a predator, he also tells Gideon because Dr. Disrespect apologized, he should be forgiven and people should let it go.
I don't think that's something to downplay with a brother in Christ. You feel me? Well, I don't even know if he is a brother in Christ or not, let alone, but I know you are. So that's not something to downplay.
Look, if you're a brother in Christ, like you say you are, you know that the Bible Jesus calls us to forgive those who repent. And he goes live on stream and says he's been unfaithful. And
Jesus goes live on stream?
And he's sorry. So how are you going to hold that unfaithfulness over his head still?
I'm not holding it over his head, but I'm also not calling it a boneheaded mistake. A boneheaded mistake is walking out the house with two left and right, your left foot shoe on your right foot and your right shoe on your left foot. That's a boneheaded mistake. Or forgetting your keys and then having to go back inside. That's a boneheaded mistake.
Like adultery. Why did you bring up his adultery?
Well, because you okay. That was just a point that I had seen earlier because you had brought up like, oh, you shouldn't joke around with a brother in Christ.
Like, is it sin that what he did? Is it bad that he did that? Yes. Did he say he was sorry? Yes. Did he also say he was sorry about what happened with that Twitch?
This sounds like a fucking quartering thing he'd say. Jesus is going live now. Like and subscribe. 1 like equals 1 second. Jesus comes back for sooner.
Yes. So you're like, let's continue to condemn the man. Even like I said, my main point is we don't know.
I never said condemn. All I'm saying is you don't have to. You can forgive, but you don't have to forget. But that's besides the point. The real thing I want to hit you up with.
Why? Look, you brought it up. Why are people so bent on calling this man a pedo for him whispering?
I never called him a pedo.
And I'm saying society, like, you know that he is being called that and labeled that. You know that. My point is why
if he knew the whole time.
I think my favorite thing about the Dr. Disrespect saga is that when he was like doing his glorious return comeback stream, he had a picture of him and he was like playing chess but on his side it was like chess pieces. On the opponent's side it was like checker pieces. So like the idea was like, I'm playing chess, you're playing checkers. But then everyone was just like saying like, is your opponent playing checkers because they're a child? It was like, I think there was even Stone Toss was styling on him. It was really funny.
That person was a minor.
He got absolutely fucking wrecked, and I guess now he's like relegated to Rumble or something. I don't know what happened to him.
I agree, but we don't know that if he knew that the whole time. We just have speculation, and this other Twitch employee that I believe is lying because, like I said.
But you know what the crazy thing about it though is that would have never happened. That would have never happened if you were faithful to your wife. You see, a lot of things won't happen if we do the right thing to begin with.
Gideon would also have a
make some of the pineapple. No, you can't buy Kool-Aid where I'm from. Is it actually good? It's just like sugary pineapple, right? People were like seething about it. It's just like, who gives a shit? It's just a fad.
Discussion with the faithful sheriff about how targeting children in Fortnite to preach to is inappropriate. During this conversation, Gideon would ask the faithful sheriff if he would be okay with random adults trying to speak to.
Rumble is where you go to, unless you have a giant audience that's going to follow you anywhere. Rumble's where you go to die or say the N-word live on air.
His kids about religion in Fortnite. The faithful sheriff would respond by stating he would not
That's
let
the one good thing about Rumble.
His kids use voice chat, and if he caught an adult preaching religion to his kids, he would remove them from the game.
So you said you have kids, right? Do you allow your kids to, when they play, do you like...
Wait, he's got kids?
Kids to play video games?
I do.
Okay, you do. Do you allow them to go on voice chat on those video games?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay, why don't you let them go on voice chat?
Because they're too young.
Are they? So they're able to play games like they can actually.
Too young, in my opinion, to be on voice chat. Period.
Okay. Would you? Okay. I'm not saying you don't have to say whether this, but like, would you say 8, 9, 10 years old is too young to be on voice chat?
As I'm saying, I said they are too young to be on voice chat.
I'm not saying your kids. I'm just saying, do you think 8, 9, or 10 is too young to be on voice chat?
Nowadays, for sure.
Okay, nowadays for sure. Okay, fair.
Then why are you talking to them?
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, I think they should be at least. I don't know. I mean, there's some pretty. I've met some pretty competent like 13, 14-year-olds that like, have a.
It depends on the child.
A talking like they talk like they're pretty. Like you wouldn't be able to tell they're 14.
You're so mature for your age. No, Peanut, no. Kill him.
I thought they might be like 17 or 18, but then there's some that are just like, I don't know, their education is lesser, I guess you could say. I'm not trying to diss kids, but anyways, I would argue that you probably shouldn't allow them to be on voice chat any younger than 16. Probably.
Okay, hey, you know what? I'm on you with that, man. I've caught a lot of Roblox predators, man, so I don't disagree. Let's say there was a Dawa Muslim, preaching the word of Islam, right? And they came into a game with your child. Well, how would you feel?
Which wouldn't happen because they wouldn't be playing Fortnite and they wouldn't be in voice chat.
Okay, but in this hypothetical, how would you feel if someone from a different religion that you're trying to raise your kids up to be was trying to put their religion on you? How would you feel?
Are you actually a Christian?
I just asked. I mean,
and I'm asking you, are you actually a Christian?
Okay, here. I mean, can I answer you after you answer me?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just asking, how would you feel?
I wouldn't want them on voice chat.
Yeah. I know you wouldn't want them, and you obviously don't have them on voice chat.
That's the answer.
Okay.
How would I feel is that I wouldn't want them on voice chat.
Okay.
Are you a Christian? Yes or no?
So, but that doesn't answer the question because I gave a hypothetical. So,
and I just answered you.
No, that's you.
The thing is, if people are playing video games, they don't want to hear this shit. They just want to chill out. Okay. Like, just don't bring in politics and religion into video games. It's really that fucking simple. Right? Like, a lot of people play these for escapism. They want to get out. They don't want to have to listen to this shit. And like, the faithful sheriff is exactly the kind of person that talks about how they're invading our games with religion and politics. They got to keep it out. But then he goes on and just talks about the same things. It's very hypocritical. I mean, plus there's all the weird nonce stuff he seems to be involved in.
Doing that.
That was you sidestepping my hypothetical.
If someone was doing that hypothetically to my child, I would get them off of voice chat.
So the faithful sheriff recognizes that young kids shouldn't even be on voice chat with adults, and he wouldn't want his own kids to be preached to by random adults, yet he still goes out every day on his streams to preach to other people's children. The hypocrisy here is unreal, and then he has the audacity.
This is the male Melanie Mac. Well, apparently he has children, so no.
To ask Gideon this.
Well, so do you think I go into Fortnite specifically to target some 8-year-old, or do I just...
Yes. Yes, I do so far.
Play Fortnite because everybody plays it and I like the game.
I don't play Fortnite.
I'm good at it.
Live on Twitch, hunting down little kids to...
But at least now it can't get much worse.
But it did get worse.
Live on Twitch, hunting down little kids. Yeah, I'm not sure you want to. Can people stop leaning into the pedophile allegations?
It's because everybody plays it and I like the game and I'm good at it.
Live on Twitch, hunting down little kids to tell them about Jesus. So yes, the faithful sheriff does specifically go into Fortnite looking to talk to kids. And to make matters worse, the faithful sheriff displays all of the usernames of the kids he talks to when he streams. Because of this, his viewers have been spam adding the kids he matches with lately to try and warn them to leave the lobby. In return, the faithful sheriff gets very angry and resorts to calling all of his viewers predators for trying to do this.
In fact, it is you who is the predator.
Invited me into like something, you know?
Oh yeah, don't accept their invite, bro. Don't accept their invite.
No, it's like in the party. Like I
Yeah,
got a party.
yes, don't accept anybody's invite or friend request. Trust me, okay?
No, not friend request. It's
whatever it is, don't accept it. Why did you leave voice chat?
Yeah, nah. No, get out. No, I know who you are.
He's just leaving all his money and running away.
I know what you're doing.
What? What are you doing?
No, they told me. No, someone randomly told me that you're an absolute Yo, get out.
You scraps.
Oh, don't ignore all incoming friend requests.
Okay.
Ignore all incoming friend requests.
These guys for you?
They're not me. Is there a way? No.
Oh, yo, stop adding me. Trying to add me, people.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, don't add anybody. They're trolls.
Do you know who they are?
Yes, they're viewers of my stream, and they're actually predators. They actually want to get your information. So because they're trolls. So just don't accept any.
I guess the faithful sheriff chat is the place for predators to hang out.
Their friend request.
Putting the lunacy of this claim aside, if this was true, that means the faithful sheriff willfully and repeatedly exposes kids to his audience of predators every single day. Now, I don't actually believe that's what's happening here, but I wanted to highlight just how insane that statement is if it was true. Recently, in light of all the negative attention the faithful sheriff has earned over the last couple of months, he's decided to apologize for his weird behavior with kids. I'm just kidding. He's actually only doubled and tripled down on talking to children online. If he's not talking to kids in Fortnite, then he's actively trying to skinwalk as the guy he stole his Peanut avatar from, the Burnt Peanut. Recently, the Burnt Peanut started a private Rust server called Peanut's Wasteland for popular streamers to come together and play on. After
someone in the chat was saying this is a good part.
The success of this server, the faithful sheriff decided he too was going to create a private Rust server for streamers to play on. Live tomorrow with The Sheriff's Bounty, a private Rust server, available to creators only.
Wait, hold on a second. What was the other one called? Peanut's Wasteland.
Server called Peanut's Wasteland for popular streamers to come together and play on. After seeing the success of this server, the faithful sheriff decided he too was going to create a private Rust server for streamers to play.
And it's just all so cringe.
On. Live tomorrow with The Sheriff's Bounty, a private Rust server, available to creators only. If you're a fellow streamer and would like a Stream Sniper free experience, leave your info below. Server capacity is 40 players for now, made with AI by the way. I don't know how he thought this was a good idea, seeing the fact that nobody on the internet really likes him and he doesn't have any streamer friends to join him on this collaborative effort. He would also immediately be called out for directly copying the Burnt Peanuts Rust server idea. Stealing the guy's entire character wasn't enough. Now he has to steal his content too. The faithful sheriff ended up receiving so much backlash for this that he felt the need to address it.
Yeah, his Rust server is like, you have to be under this high to join the server.
His critics on Twitter. For those who are saying, he's copying Peanut with this Rust thing, I've been watching Rust streamers ever since the Peanut server started. My community voted for me to play Rust yesterday, and I did. But despite every effort to prevent stream sniping, the same idiot kept getting into my game regardless and ruining the whole stream experience. I decided to buy a small server solely for the purpose of being able to experience Rust without stream snipers ruining it for everyone. And of course, gaming is more fun with people, so yes, I'm going to invite people I trust to play on it as well. I like how he doesn't really defend himself against the accusations of copying the Burnt Peanut with this tweet. It's really more of an admittance that yes, he saw the Burnt Peanut successfully streaming a private Rust server and that he decided to do the same thing afterward. And it wouldn't take long for a creator named Throat to infiltrate the faithful sheriff's Rust server to stream snipe.
Okay.
Throat would troll the sheriff so hard that he would end up completely shutting down his own server.
Throat, you want to talk to him?
He's coming out.
You just kill him?
No, he's shooting at some. Oh, wait, Throat did kill him.
Throat's stealing him.
Why did he have Wait, so they're like, they knock you down and then lock you in a tomb? Like, is this like a sarcophagus? I've never played Rust. But like, usually in these games, you sort of get locked down, right? And you can get recover or something. But so, like, is this what's happening? Is he just like sealing him away for 1,000 years in a tomb?
Upstairs here. Okay, you guys are done.
Oh, that's his base?
Well,
how does it work?
Missile strikes.
Bro, get out.
Oh, no, I did.
Oh,
You shut down the whole server.
You shut it down?
Server, yeah.
Oy vey, shut it down.
All right.
It's in the MR.
I didn't think you shut down the whole fucking server.
That is so funny.
I turned the server off. I turned the server off.
The faithful sheriff is completely shameless and really has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Not only is he incredibly weird for the way he speaks to kids in video games, but he has also proven to be—
Oh, is it to prevent him from getting his body back and getting his items? So he can't do a corpse recovery. Okay.
Completely unoriginal since the start of his streaming career. The only real thing he has done successfully during his time online is managing to amass an audience of people that cannot stand his presence. He tried and—
So like he's just got all hate watchers.
Failed to rebrand as a VTuber in order to escape his past controversies as Dr. Witnesser. And now the vast part of the internet knows he's a content-stealing weirdo who likes to talk to children online. Originally, I thought this is where the video was going to end. But while I was editing, the faithful sheriff tweeted this: "No stream today. I'm kinda in another world. Gonna have to figure out how to get back." This statement is vaguely similar to the one he made before becoming a peanut VTuber, and I had a strange feeling he was going to rebrand once again. Sure enough—
Is he tuning out?
I was correct. Hours later, he would tweet out this AI image with the caption that read, "Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, only on #Twitch. A new arc begins." So I decided to wait 24 hours to see what new horrible and unoriginal identity he was going to go by. Hysterically opening up his stream—
P-tuber is, yeah, the P is short for pedo.
The following day would actually turn out to be less eventful than I had anticipated, because the new identity he revealed was just an anime version of the Peanut.
So this was the big change. I mean, it's a pretty big change, don't you think? I mean, come on, like he's like downplaying all this, like, oh, so this was the big change. Give me a break.
So yeah, this new arc he was hyping up really isn't anything new at all. He is still a shameless clone of the burnt peanut, just with an anime filter slapped over his model now, and there was no content change either. He is still loading into Fortnite lobbies looking for kids to talk to about Jesus. The faithful sheriff is—
It's the old reliable.
Also now trying to start beef with the burnt peanut, which is just so pathetic, calling you out at the burnt peanut. If you don't care that there is another peanut in the world besides you, why am I banned from your Discord? I'm not banned in your Twitch stream, but my name is blocked in your chat, so everything I type doesn't go through. Your own manager reached out to me about that fake cease and desist letter, but hasn't shown me the kindness of reaching out for any follow-up, nor has responded to any other inquiries. I'm a well-known content creator, but you don't have the balls to let me on your Rust server, and I have asked several times. It's the deputies versus the bungulators. What are you afraid of?
Having like these names for like your communities is such Twitch brain shit.
It should be obvious to everyone.
Oh, you're special. We're the deputies.
Why the burnt peanut doesn't want to interact with the guy who is copying everything he does down to his mannerisms and vocal tics. The faithful sheriff is the definition of desperate for views. And
it's also funny how like anytime you see a yellow filter on something, you know it's AI slop. Like, it's so easy to make things look not AI just by adding a blue slider to your color palette.
The amount of relevance he's gained over the years stems from copying other creators and talking to kids on Fortnite.
I remember hearing some, like, there was like people trolling him by copying the sheriff one, but making it like different. Like, I remember seeing like an Islam peanut that was like calling him out as a parody of him calling out the burnt peanut, which is kind of funny. Actually, there's like this whole thing I saw recently, which is like the LARPing. There's like a LARPing subsector. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. But basically, there's a bunch of people that are like copying, or they're making like parody impersonations of old channels, but they have like LARP in their name. It's actually really entertaining. There's like LARP Keemstar and LARP Asmongold and all sorts of things. Like I think the LARP Asmongold's called like Asmon Pyrite or something. But it's actually really entertaining because they're all like really they're just all really funny people. And there's like a whole network.
The sooner this guy disappears,
might have to do a deep dive into that at some point.
Into obscurity, the
LARPers in live action roleplay are like faking things.
The better. This has been the
like if I show you the probably the best one is like the LARP Keemstar. I think it's called LARP Alert or something. LARP Alert. Let me see. Yeah. So it's like a parody of Keemstar, but it's LARP, and there's an entire LARP community, and it's sprung up very recently. Like maybe as 12 days ago is all of these videos. So this is what it's like.
What is up?
up, LARP Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemlarp.
So it's like this, and it's like for every, but there's like a bunch of people. There's like LARPiers here, for Leafiers here. It's like it's all around that genre of like the Rice Gum, the content cops. It's all, I think there's like a LARP dubs and there's like I said, the LARPing Asmongold. But it's very entertaining.
Let's get right into the LARP.
It's like I guess it's like a fad or a trend or something. I'm not sure. But with this
story of the faithful sheriff, the streamer who harasses kids with God.
All right, so that's the end of the Peanut saga there, but not quite, because if we take a look at the faithful sheriff has rebranded into this cat now. So we'll take a quick look to see what he's like. See if it's...
Well, howdy, everybody. It's the faithful sheriff. And yes, it's that time again. We're live right now on Twitch.
He's got 3 likes.
With a Marvel rival sponsorship. We're going to try out Cyclops, one of my favorite X-Men heroes.
So cringe.
Oh, I posted on Twitter saying that...
He's got 3 likes on this one, too.
Satan, so why am I playing it? Because Fortnite is a gigantic game that millions and millions of people play, and
so this is what's happening now. Is he's turned into a cat?
Though Satan and the world is using it to distract our individuals.
He looks like my picture. You see, he's coming after me next.
To guess what?
He stole my
Combat
cat.
that.
I'm the first person to use a cat as an avatar.
We can use it to spread the gospel. We can use it to spread awareness, tell people about Jesus, all that good stuff. They're using it for bad.
I wonder if there's any really cringe ones we could find.
Well, hey, everybody, it's the faithful sheriff here. I just wanted to apologize for ending the stream like an hour and a half early today.
So, Poor Town, Meowdy.
Come to find out that it was actually my iPhone cord.
What? Why are you uploading a video saying your iPhone
Not
got
my
pulled
iPhone.
out?
That was the problem.
Cat turd, bro? I don't know. He's like trying to pretend that he's like the inspiration for like Jetpack Cat and Overwatch, which is silly.
Well, howdy, everybody. It's the faithful sheriff.
All right, that's enough of that. I think that's it. I think it's over. I think the stream's over, chat. All right. So apparently Medica is streaming in 7 hours or something. I don't know. Can I find out? Like, has the stream link up? Well, anyway, apparently there's a Medicare stream happening tomorrow versus Ralph. I'll probably be asleep when it's happening. So when I wake up, I'll see if I can find a VOD for it, and we'll play some Dino games, and we'll watch that and see if it's any entertaining. Might be good. Seems like the sector is coming back a little bit. Kind of intriguing to see. Anyway, that's it for today. And let me see. What do we have to play? Peace. I'm out. If I can actually find the button.